the thing.
We're
like
live.
I'm
live,
done,
sorry.
and I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I'm never going back.
Nope.
I can't go back to jail.
You can't make me.
I can't go back. I can't go back to jail.
They try to make me go back to Facebook, and I'm just like, not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. That's funny.
Facebook told us that D&D was satanic. Oh, how the turntables have turned.
Yeah.
Well, my church told me that back when I was growing up.
That's fair.
True story, actually. No Kappa.
I'm not at all surprised.
And they role play.
They role play. Hey, anybody know where
And they
Nags is?
Hi.
Oh, Nags is here. Sweet.
Hi, Nag.
Hello.
Oh, okay. We didn't really leave.
Yeah, no, I'm pulling you guys down to the on-air. Just so that we don't have any unsavory characters join us.
Like
Haas. Like who?
Like Haas.
Yes.
Like Haas.
Yeah, we don't want Haas to join us. Screw Haas.
Dude, I ban all the hosses.
Oh,
It's fun. I get to ban people.
we banned a guy last night.
Did you?
Yeah, his name was Ban Me If You Read This, so we banned him.
Well, he asked for it.
And then we unbanned him.
Oh.
But I mean, he wasn't even in our. That's the thing. He wasn't even in chat with us. I just saw him on Stream Raiders, mentioned it, and then Gio was like, "I got this one." And he just banned him. So
Easy peasy.
all right, let's get going on episode 8, folks. Who knew we'd make it this far?
Past couple of
Some of
episodes,
us.
I'm not sure that any of us expected to live. Some of us haven't made it this far.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
we've changed characters in the party more than once.
It's true. I just think Care Bear likes to change characters. So I think Care Bear is on purpose just trying to cycle through as many characters as possible.
I don't know, man.
That's what I think Care Bear's quest was.
Care Bear gets mad at me offline. And so I don't know. I don't think he's trying to cycle through the characters unless he deliberately doesn't like me and he's like, I'm going to make Contos' life terrible.
I mean, that would be a good community thing,
Just play
right?
Care Bear.
How many characters could P-Stabs have die in a D&D campaign? I think that actually would be a very good community challenge.
Well, you've already started. How many can Amelia kill in a?
She's not killed anybody, thank you.
Nah, dude, Bobble got himself
That
killed.
we know of.
That was
You
all
have
Amelia's
mind
fault.
control.
Tick Tick got Zurak capped.
Yep, that was Tick Tick's fault. Got Zook killed.
Nope, no. So that was all Amelia's fault too.
No.
Because she didn't appreciate your joke.
No, because all she had to do was be nice to him.
No. Well, then why'd you
I
kill
mean-
Zook? You could have killed Amelia.
To be fair, Amelia was never nice to Tick Tick.
No. Amelia didn't trust Tick Tick. Not Amelia's fault. Tick Tick should have been more trustworthy.
How?
Yeah.
So far, Amelia seems to like whatever your new character's name is, which I
Ace.
can't see right now.
Yeah, because
Because it
he's
says
a
Flaming
hot,
Care
sexy
Bear.
dwarf.
Well,
He's a
yeah.
hot,
Maybe
sexy
she's just
dwarf.
racist against frogmen. I don't know.
That's fair.
Probably.
Frogmen that she thinks are tentacle monsters.
Yeah. I mean,
the one who was running, screaming from the tentacle monster.
No,
yeah, okay.
she wasn't there to witness that. She just heard about it after the fact. Right? So she just knows that there was a tentacle monster and Tick Tick was there suddenly and the tentacle monster wasn't. Therefore, Tick Tick is a tentacle monster shapeshifter.
Except everybody told you that he was running
No,
away.
she doesn't believe that.
I was gonna say Amelia just jumps to conclusions.
Yeah.
That's
Whatever
right.
gets written
She
in her
lies,
book
why
is
would
her
everybody
truth.
else?
She lies about things and she just makes her own truth sometimes, you know? What can I say?
It's your own truth. What is this, Fox News? Jeez.
Yes.
S-
Your
Sorry.
facts don't matter because
Sorry.
I have my own truth.
I don't like to do the political thing. That was too easy of a jab, though.
Wow.
All right. So, last time, we spent our session nearly dying on the docks. And we're actually going to pick up on the docks because we had just finished the very last round of combat. Heck, we have people. Who's this guy here? That's one of my zombies. He's dead now. We had people who are still kind of just sitting around surviving. And we just finished everybody off when we called it last night. So, we are out of initiative at this point, folks, because we are, no longer in combat, so we no longer need the initiatizing. And yeah, that's basically our whole, that's basically the whole rundown of last session. Thelaphora found a room full of dead bodies and then hung out there instead of come back to help the party. And then and then he messaged me quietly.
I hope Thelaphora's internet is better this evening.
Me too.
We missed you.
Indeed.
And your heals. I say that selfishly, as someone who needed heals, who doesn't have heals, even though she probably should.
That's fair. That's fair. Thelaphora, you will be able to return to the group at any point at this point. You can come back whenever.
I would like to remind Thelaphora when he gets here that I am at 1 health point.
That's nice.
What did Ames do to you?
Accused me of not going after Zook.
I
Well,
mean, that's fair.
Did you go out? Well, you didn't. You don't like blood magic. You're very clear on that.
No one likes blood magic.
Ames doesn't care about blood magic. It's just another thing.
She should.
Zook did.
She's got bigger
Got her
fish to
friend
fry.
killed. They got her best friend killed.
Well, it's sort of his own fault. You guys did warn him, right?
Wait, hold up.
Jesus.
This
What
is.
a 180 for your character.
I know, dude. This is a complete flop.
Listen, Ames is she's very emotional and very passionate. And right now she's injured, so maybe she's not in her right headspace.
Is Pam at full health?
Yeah, Pam and Belle, they've got plenty of scratches and bruises.
That's really what he's concerned
but
about. Jeez.
They could use a little bit of healing, some tender touches from you. Honestly, they're more concerned with you, like, because you are at this point you are covered in blood and viscera of from your own combat, and so they're more concerned with your safety. They thought you were here at the docks, and so
I mean, I kind of was.
I mean,
For a
kind of
time.
was, yeah. So yeah.
Alright. Line up. Most pressing need first.
Me, please.
Alright.
Ames weakly, pulls herself a little bit along the ground. She's a little... I don't know if she's bloody so much as, completely just dazed and a little bit out of it. And she's saying things like, "Though, weren't you a cat? Was there a cat around here? You should have saw there was a really big ghost." And he kept going, "Hey, Amelia, where's my song?" And I'm like, I didn't have time to do the song yet. And then there was these zombie things that came out of the water. You saw it all, right? You were the cat?
I didn't see much. I was occupied, and I'll gesture at the Viscera that is currently covering me.
Off topic, what's a viscera?
It's like when a body explodes and the stuff that's left, like the little
the
bitties.
gross guts and stuff?
Yeah, the gross guts and chunks and biddies of a body. That's been.
There's about to be some more chunks and biddies.
So when you guys were cutting up these zombies, when you would hit them, like their body kind of just started to fall apart, and like bits were going up in the air. So all of you are fairly filthy at this point.
Ames is not, because she stayed back for most of it. Thank you.
Ames got punk slapped into the ground. Of course she's dirty.
Okay, well, but they weren't dead yet. Okay, fine. I think I have some stuff in my hair. It hurts everywhere except on my pinky. My pinky doesn't hurt. And she holds her pinky up and shows that it's not hurt, but the rest of her feels hurt.
I'll
You
grab her
grab my
pinky.
pinky?
Yep. And I cast Cure Wounds.
Hell yeah, thank you. How many points?
Hell yeah.
How many points do I get back?
10.
Oh, that feels real good, Delafora.
Oh, my pinky thanks you. And she kisses her pinky and waves it to him. Kind of limps back again.
Alright. Anyone else close to dying? Bleeding out? Pam,
Ace is
Al,
pretty hurt.
point me in the right direction.
There you go, dwarf guy.
Care Bear?
Alright. Is this Ace?
Yep, that's Ace.
My token is backwards. 13 hit points.
All right. Oh.
Thelafora can currently only see out of his butt.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense if you've ever met Thelafora.
Oh my gosh.
Some people talk out of their butts. Some people see out of their butts.
It's unfortunate. Good thing I have dark vision.
Same.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so you guys are doing. You have time to heal. You have time to do stuff. What's going on? So Gio, you missed it. There are zombies, not just the ones that are on the docks right now. There are zombies all over the place up here and around here and stuff where the High Templar, his acolytes, and the Pam and Bell and the other pit fighters that were here, they were fighting mostly on shore, where the party assaulted the boat itself.
Does this count as a short rest, by the way?
You haven't stopped to take a rest for anything yet, so no.
Okay.
If you
I
guys
tried,
can take a breather and just kind of cuddle up with all the zombie remains, then sure, we can have a short rest.
Ames would like to sleep somewhere that's not here, aka pass out, where it's not so messy. Thank you. She needs to wash her hair again. Messy.
Too bad you guys got kicked out of the only inn that you can stay in.
I can still stay at Kieran Ellis's house.
And you think you're gonna show up with your hair and your face and covered
She'll
like the way you
understand.
are?
She'll be fine. She'll understand.
She's
She
not
knows what
an
it's like to be an
adventurer.
adventuring bard. She
She's-
knows what it's like.
She's not. She's never
Well-
been an adventurer.
She's heard about all of the tales as a bard. She understands what it's like. She's heard the songs and the sonnets and the poems and
Isn't she
the
a wanted criminal?
well, you don't know that because that happened in my interrogation.
Touche.
That's fair.
So you don't happen to know that, but well,
I mean, you did talk about it publicly with the guard while I was there.
how? But
With
Zook's
Regis?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were asking about it. That's true.
Oh,
But
that's
isn't
right.
Zook-
You
isn't-
asked Regis to go check on...
I did to check on Thelafora.
No,
Or not
on
Thelafora, on
Kieran
Kieran
Ellis.
Ellis. All right, fine. I'll let it pass this time. I don't know what's going on. That could be a rumor. You'll have to go talk to her and find out.
That could be a rumor.
That's
You know, when you're interrogated, they'll say whatever to get you to confess.
also fair.
And I didn't confess to anything, except I confessed to everything because I
was
keep
gonna
it in my
say.
book.
I confessed to nothing, but they had Loctite evidence against me. I would not have won in court.
That's probably a good thing, right? That means there wasn't anything seriously incriminating in your diary.
That's well, because we haven't. I mean, in all honesty, what have we done to break the law
See?
other than the blood magic?
I
that-
mean,
That wasn't technically you or I.
that's
And
not a
all the
wee
disturbing
thing.
for peace and
comrade.
breaking and entering and all
Okay,
the murder.
You didn't
I
get
didn't
fined
murder
50 gold?
anybody.
You
Not
murdered
even
someone?
this, as she waves her hands to the carnage. Amelia didn't kill anybody.
I mean, that's fair. These things probably weren't very alive in the first place.
Can you kill something that's already dead?
You almost killed me.
I mean, you can kill the thing
Aska,
picking up its dead body.
I don't know why, Aska, you decided you had to have a nap right at that moment. I was trying to help you, and you're just like, it's sleepy time.
Yeah. I remember it differently.
Well, you can remember it differently all you'd like. You had a bunch of guys that were kind of coming near you, and I was like, whoa, everybody go to sleep. But it sounded a lot better because my voice is hoarse because we just went through a battle. So, of course, it sounded better when I did it. And then all of a sudden, you're like, you were even snoring. I heard it from way back over there by the crate. So,
Uh-huh.
Also, Aska,
Yes?
may I touch your ears?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. And Ames goes and like pets one of Eska's ears, the left one in particular. It's so soft. I've always wanted to touch bunny ears.
Make her make a strength check.
You consented.
Yeah.
And now he's attacking you with his ears. Have you never seen
No.
that Red Riding Hood parody?
I haven't seen.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
is he really attacking me with the ears? Can I do some kind of
No.
dex check or something to duck?
No, I was saying make you make the strength check to see if you hurt me.
Oh, okay. You want me to? All right, here, hold on.
Oh god.
Roll to pet the kitty.
Eight doesn't hurt.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
They're very soft. Do you use special like products on your fur?
I'm a pit fighter.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
So
they're
yeah,
really
of course
soft.
I do.
Okay.
I mean, let's be real. Look at Pam and Belle. Like, those two are
Yeah.
immaculately put together. Like, somebody brings hair care products around, sells it at the pit fighter.
Yeah.
So maybe when we're out of this mess, Eska, you can like lend me some or something because I think my hair could be softer.
Mine is specific to my type of fur, so maybe you
I'm
want
sure-
to talk to Pam or Belle. I'm sure they'll give you some great recommendations.
Possibly then. Okay. Ames
I mean,
wants
you
hair
could-
care tips in her
You
downtime.
could try it, but I'm not going to promise you that it won't just make your hair fall out.
Well, we're not going to attempt fate. I already had a bad haircut recently. No thanks to the guards at the guard shack. And Ames
Yeah,
puts
guards suck.
her hand up on her forehead, where like there's a tuft of hair that's right down at her scalp.
Yeesh. That looks horrible.
Thanks, I know. It's really bad, right? I don't know. Well, so I had this charm in it, okay? And the charm would make everybody look at me and think I'm beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was magical. And then they couldn't get it out. And they tried to pull on it. And so instead of dissolving it with a solvent, they went and cut it out. And this is after I went to Mr. Old Bunny, dude. I wonder if he's related to you. He, the artificer, told me that it was like whatever, stuff, he said to me. And then, so I was going to keep it in. And then, nope. Now it's gone. And it broke. And so I can't even get it back. And I spent gold on buying it. Then I spent gold on getting it artificered, if that's even a word. And now I am left with ugly hair.
Artificed.
Yep, artificed.
Artificed.
Yep.
J-Dog, that's what you have to call it when you kill people now.
Artificed?
Yep.
You've been artificed.
That's when you, like, to
Yuck.
artifice.
That's
is
when you
somebody
kill somebody with a
discovers something
grenade.
about it.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that be grenaded?
Nope. Artificed.
Okay. New word. You heard it here first. Hashtag artificed.
If you're one of my students, don't use it in class.
Oh, too late.
Bonus points if you can work it into the test in a sentence, chat. Students, class.
Oh.
If they work it in, you got to give them something, Contos.
Oh gosh. I think the only one I have here is my 8th grade student aid. So.
Oh, and I've been swearing.
You're fine.
This doesn't sound like a good idea. Please cover your ears.
I had one of my 8th graders at D&D club the other day. They were telling me about this food, and she says to me, "Hey, can I swear?" And I was like, "Sure, just once." She goes, "My dad calls it the McEffit." And you take a double patty and you take a chicken burger and you just put them in together and call it good. So
Wait, what is it?
so you take like a double cheeseburger and
McDouble.
a little my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. A
There's difference
McDouble.
between a double cheeseburger and a McDouble.
Okay.
It's one piece of cheese.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
McDouble's on a different bun, and it uses slightly bigger meat. The
Does it really?
the double cheeseburger.
Are
is
you
like the
pulling my
regular
leg right now?
cheeseburger with 2 meats. I used to work in the kitchen at McDonald's.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right. I will default to your knowledge. So
So I
you
don't know
take
which
a
one it was.
McDouble
Whatever.
and
Is it when you peel the patties apart and put the McChicken inside?
yeah, that's it.
That is called something else.
Yep.
Oh,
And this
I don't know what
area.
that's called. It was called special
Agreed.
order.
I am messaging it to
Oh,
everyone.
message it to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it? Wait, I wonder if you said the same thing. Where'd you say it?
I'm DMing everyone.
Negs, I want you to say it so that chat can hear it.
no.
Yes,
don't-
that's
no.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That
I
is
don't think
Am
it's
I allowed
fair.
to say it on your stream, Contest?
Oh gosh.
Can I?
Oh
I'll
no.
write it in
See, I
chat.
just had a 7th grader show up, so I can't say
it's
yes
not
to that
no,
one.
got it. Okay.
bad.
Yeah, if you can't tell it to me, then you can't tell it to the chat.
That's fair.
Would you like to know or no?
Me, no.
Okay, got it.
I mean, yes, I would like to know, but no.
Hey, you ever wonder what it's like to get bit by a rattlesnake? Yeah, but I don't want to know. I am curious, but I don't really want to have it. Yeah, it's kind of like that for me.
Wait, is Care Bear family friendly? Like in general in his life?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that because I know J Dog is. I try to behave myself around J Dog. It doesn't work.
So, I don't know that I've heard Care Bear swear, actually. I have heard J-Dog swear. I got it on stream once.
There are people that would pay money for that clip.
I gotta find it. Make a soundbite of it. You can
Who
only
was it that was trying to get you?
you can
to
play the
swear?
soundbite when it's
Shantae.
for $5. I will be rich, folks.
I'm gonna be honest. It is physical effort for me to not swear every Friday.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I will
So.
do my darn tootinest Mick group fun time best.
What? What? What?
You can't family friendly that word. Like it doesn't
I
work.
just did. I considered it family
Oh,
friendly.
Oh my goodness.
Man, the roleplay started out so good tonight.
Well, we got off topic.
No, that was all in character. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fair. They're just laughing on the docks with all these dead bodies, dead best friends. I'm
I'm
sure.
still tearing apart Bob Oak's body. Got my foot up on his chest, ripping off one of his arms.
He was
Oh,
a ghost,
dude,
though, wasn't
wait
he?
a second. None of that.
Whoa.
None of that. If your guys doing that, we're freaking throwing hands. Like,
If you tell me to stop, I'll stop. But
oh,
he
the
was cut in half and he was still moving. So
no, the moment you do anything like that, uh, oh gosh,
Your
correct.
character's name is Kurik.
Yes, thank you.
Settle down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, the moment you do something like that, correct is like stop, and just like adamant about it. Not having that.
Let me have a look at that body.
Girl, look at that body.
I was gonna say
work
correct.
out.
Ace
Correct is
drops the body. He is seeing as how it stopped twitching.
Roll a perception
Got a-
check for me, Care Bear.
A stream of blood squirted across the docks and got into Amelia's hair.
Man, it's like a
It's
20-foot
already
stream.
messy. I think that should have some kind of check on it to see if it went that far.
Brings back memories of Zook.
I miss Sook.
Did you hear me, Care Bear? You gotta give me a
Yes.
perception. Okay. All right. Yeah,
I
it
was
was
not
only
supposed to
twitching
be
because
confused.
you were still hitting it.
Yeah, it's not advantage.
Phrasing?
That was an accident.
Are you rolling just at the DM again?
He did. Also, so I rolled a con check for Bavol to see if his blood could sort that far, and it was a nat 20. So yeah, it absolutely can.
I
rolled
nat 20s. My name's Contos.
Yeah, well, it's looking like it's gonna be one of those nights.
I slept too much today, and I played Trials. I'm a little toxic.
All right. So back to you guys. Gio, you said you were going to investigate. You're gonna examine Bavok.
Yeah, Bavok's body.
Okay.
Yeah, and the whole time that like everything is happening, correct. As soon as everything settles down and yeah, things have calmed at least a little bit. Kurak is just like kneeling over by Bavolk's body, and he's got Bavolk's greatsword in hand still, and he's just kind of staring.
Where's the High Templar?
He's right over there. He's next to you guys. He's
Here.
yeah. This is. Oop, I double clicked. But yeah, here's the High Templar.
Templar Homilian. If you have a second, could we talk in private?
Yeah, he nods. He'll move off to the side with you.
That. Alright. Settle down to just a whisper. That, Pigman. Deceased. Somebody we knew, somebody we traveled with. Initial cause of death was an intellect devourer. Why he's showing up here, though, I think is the important part. His dead body was turned over to the guards. So, there might be an association between, or there might be a mole for the Scarlet Sunrise in the guards.
I see.
That's all I wanted to say, though.
He nods. He thanks you, and you can see he's thinking things through at the moment.
Oh yeah, one more thing, and I'll point into the direction of the warehouse I just came out of. That place too is a base of operations for the Scarlet Sunrise.
He indicates like all the blood and stuff, and kind of is that where all this comes from?
Yeah.
Some of it might be mine. Maybe.
I've kind of picked it up from everything I've touched.
He points out to you that it seems like more than just that one warehouse. It's all these closer warehouses too. You can see that their doors are bashed open and there's bodies all over.
Mm-hmm. Most of these dead bodies are sailors.
And when you look into the warehouses, a lot of them there's more locals. There's more, they appear to be locals, obviously, right? You can't talk to them, so you don't know for sure. And they are commoners. There's a few mercenaries that you can definitely see in there, adventurers every now and again, but for the most part, it's commoners. Probably homeless, most of them.
Yeah. And across the board, do I feel like most of them were poisoned? Or does the cause of death vary?
Cause of death varies quite a bit from the ones who were not on the boat. So when they're not one of the ones that are on the boat, it seems like their cause of death was quite different, or maybe not so much quite different, but it varies. Yeah, there's knives, there's poison, there's you imagine some of them likely natural causes, some of them got their heads bashed in, right? So
Interesting. No signs of Old Thom?
are you asking somebody?
Not in character. No, I'm
Okay.
asking the DM.
Not that Thelaphora has seen.
Okay. With the High Templar's permission, can I check the boat?
Yeah, he thinks it's a good idea to get some people checking out the boat. It needs to be searched before you guys go too far. Got to know what's there.
Yep.
Anybody who's capable is welcome to help, so long as all findings get reported back to him.
Okay. Walk by, ask if anyone wants to check out the boat with me.
Correct.
I'll go.
Eric
Ames will
just
come.
says no.
Got Ames? I missed what Karak said, sorry.
Correct just says no and continues to sit by Bobolk's body.
I'll put my hand on your shoulder and kind of a gesture of take your time and then moving onto the boat.
Oh, yeah. Did it teleport you?
Yes?
Yeah. Let's bring you back.
I have vision now. That's interesting.
I think somebody's emitting light now. Where you at, Geo?
So Kurak's token, by default, emits to 40 feet.
Wow.
Because his character sheet had a way to emit light, so I had added it as default to his token. But that was like before the first session.
I was gonna say, do I have a way to emit light?
Your character sheet said you did when I had set up your token, like 6 months ago.
Wow.
The glowing turtle.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have
I
night
don't
vision.
I can see in the dark!
Are these just placemats?
Yes.
This mostly down here is a dining area.
Yep. This looks like where you imagine they dined. This is a small bar with some alcohol underneath. Though there are a variety of tables and things throughout the
So
place.
just move me around to look in. Sorry.
Yeah, and when you guys are looking for when you're looking for let me know how you're looking, right? So if you just walk in and you're like, hey, what's this room look like? I'll give you a general description. But if you're looking and investigating, looking for something, I want to know what you're doing, like, right, and the steps to go do that.
Oh, now I see nothing.
My first thing I'd be looking for is the captain's quarters.
Okay. You imagine the captain's quarters are aft. Most of the time on most ships, they would be in the aft below where the helmsman would work.
All right.
This is the fore of the ship. Those stairs go up to an area above this one.
That's sort of where Ames wants to go because that's where Bavolt came from, right? Was these stairs?
No,
Or there
he
was
did
a
not.
spellcaster?
There was a spellcaster came from the stairs. Bavolt came
Yeah.
from over this way.
So she'd like to look where the spellcaster came from a bit.
Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to adjust some of these. We have a lot of auto things for changing location.
Do you want me? I can just turn the whole thing off.
That would be good. That'll allow us a little bit of easier maneuverability without people getting pulled from place to place.
Give me a sec I gotta jump out and then jump back in.
Yeah. I've moved them off of the spots, so we shouldn't have, unless people start wandering around the water, we should be fine. Let me get you back on the right layer, Geo. Okay.
All right, it is stopped. Sandbox is restarting, so all the other newfangled stuff won't work until it's restarted.
Okay. So this one here in front of you, Amelia, goes upstairs. This one also goes up. Actually, hold on. The one in front of Amelia goes downstairs.
It goes downstairs. Amelia would like to take those stairs.
Okay. And then we'll move you downstairs.
I'm following Amelia because I did just watch her almost die.
Okay, thank you.
And then so that means Esk is going down here too.
So there was a wizard type person that was like shooting spells at me, and I didn't see them die.
You didn't see them die?
No, but they came from here, so I think we should investigate.
He walks backwards
Quietly.
into some shadows.
Okay. Everyone, keep your guard up. There might be someone still around.
It's likely that he would have left.
I hope
It's
so.
possible.
Also, it's very dark in here,
Thought you had night
even
vision.
for a half elf with night vision. Pitch black. I can't see my hand in front of my
Yes.
face. Oh,
I'm
there's some.
fixing it. It's so dark.
It was so dark. It's less dark now. Ames looks around.
It's very dark for me.
Is it very dark for you?
Okay.
There's places I can't go
Oh, there
because I
it is.
can't see where I'm going. Even if I turn my girl.
I mean, so what you see is a row of what would be individual rooms.
Okay.
And so you've seen the doors there blocking each
Oh,
of
that's what those are, okay.
individually.
All right. So Ames is going to slowly open this door that she's in front of
Okay.
and then go inside. However that happens. Oh, this looks like a desk with papers on it.
Mhm.
I'd like to rifle through the desk to look for pretty much just what's in the desk and what's on the desk.
Okay.
What does
Give
Ames
me
see?
an investigation check.
Investigation. We have great rolls tonight. She's blind.
In technical jargon.
I mean, honestly, what you're looking at, it seems like it's likely just all completely inconsequential. It looks as if it's just somebody's personal effects, but not even anything like juicy. It's not even like letters to lovers or anything, right?
Is there any kind of pens or like does she see anything that would be removable from the room?
You know what? You see like a half emptied, like there's a pot of ink that's been tipped over, and so it's basically just a little pot on some loose papers, but the ink is soaked into the papers to the point that they're all stuck together in one paper. You can take that though.
The bottle was nice, but it's messy now. Oh, that's a shame. This was such a pretty bottle. Ames picks the ink bottle up and then puts it down, and now she has ink on her hand.
That
So
one piece of ink paper is probably a magic item, so you should keep that and stuff it into your pack.
Well, normally Ace I would. But the ink's not dry. See my hand? So I think it would probably just put ink on the rest of my papers. So as much as I'd like to, I don't think this is a good room.
Who's all
Ace
downstairs?
down here?
Let's make sure we know who's all downstairs, because right now
assuming
I
Ace
thought it
was
was
here
just.
because I heard his voice. He's maybe talking in my head.
Well, that's what I was getting at. As far as I understood, it was Ames and Eska. That's what I'm trying to find out. Who's all downstairs?
So I was going with Eska.
Okay, let me
Since
get you
Eska
down
was
there.
going with Ames.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of standing around. I'm not doing the investigation stuff they are. I'm just kind of standing there.
Just kind of supervising. All right, so I'm going to leave this room and go to the next room.
Okay.
We're looting, boys. And the names would like to slowly open this door as well and go in this room and look around here. Looks like there's these hammocks don't look very much like very comfy. What do you think? Eska, would you sleep on one of those?
No, let's find out.
I'm gonna start taking out one of the hammocks and be like, oh, they're not very comfortable. Oh. I'll find out later.
DM, is this comfortable?
It's part of the quest, Contos. Just go with it.
I give it a 3 out of 10.
It's a sailor's bed made of straw on the sea.
It's not even made of straw. It's made of knotted ropes.
Yeah. I mean, I've slept on the ground, so it's not the worst place I've slept, but
Okay.
I mean, you
I
grew
think
up in a
if you put
burrow.
the knot in the middle of your back, it actually could probably be a little soothing. So Ames would like to investigate this desk.
Okay. It's more of the same. There's
Okay.
a number of papers
Oh,
there.
she doesn't get to roll again. I already rolled again.
Man, there's like 12 rooms down here.
Yeah, but I can't have a shitty roll for all of them.
All right.
Let me do just this one room as a good roll. And
'Kay.
then,
All right.
okay. I want there to be something exciting in this room, and I'll determine whether it's exciting.
So you rifle through the desk, and it's mostly papers. There's a couple of there's an ink jar that's got its little stopper on it. But as you're kind of digging around, you notice like on one of the drawers, as you pull it out, it seems like it doesn't seem like the dimensions are right. So you kind of start fiddling with it, and you finally get annoyed with it. So you just yank the whole thing out. And it's got a shortened back end that you notice, and you pop that open, and you find
thing.
a small pouch containing 13 gold coins,
Ooh.
and a ring, a silver ring with a blue
Nice.
gemstone.
Oh, I like mysterious jewelry. So Ames is going to put the ring not on her finger. She's learning her lesson. She's going to put the ring in her backpack for now. Actually, not in her backpack. She can put it in her front pants pocket. And then she's going to take the coins and She kind of looks at Eska and says, "We'll split later."
I don't believe you.
No, we will, seriously. I mean, you're right here. Okay, then she
How
goes,
much
"Okay,
was it?"
fine." And 13 gold, and then she hands 6 of it to Eska.
There's 3 people here.
He's not in the room.
That's a good point.
So I have 7 gold now, and I got. Does this count that I have to pay off some of my fine with this? I wonder. Probably.
And I don't know you have it.
That's true. It's true. So she jams that in her pocket as well. So 6 gold to Eska.
I mean, you might want to. I think the fines accrue interest.
I don't know. I'll worry about that later. There's no guards around right now.
The guards don't have to be present for interest to accrue.
Listen, okay, would you like to just finish this investigating all of the rooms and maybe there's more money? Or I could run up and pay my fine now, and then we can come back later.
Well, what's in that chest?
I don't know. You should open it and see.
It's a chest, right?
Yeah.
I don't think stealing from party loot would be a good way to start a business relationship.
This isn't stealing.
Well, how many people came and how many...
There's 3 of us in here now, and I just gave Eska 6 gold, so he can split it with you.
Yeah, in my defense, I was going to give you 3 gold.
There you go.
And there's 2 more.
Where are they? Down here.
That's all part of the same job.
Listen, we'll deal with that later. What's in the chest?
Shouldn't be divvying things out now. You should put it all together.
I tried to, but Eska here was like, "Oh, you have to split it." So I did. Don't yell at me, yell at him.
How is this suddenly my fault?
I don't know. It's not. Can we look at the chest now? Ames says to Eska.
It's okay, Happy. The turtle man told me that she likes to lie a lot.
Listen, the
Yeah,
turtle
I
man.
That, actually.
The
I've been
turtle
here
man.
for all
Does
of
he even
12
talk?
hours.
Not even 12 hours, like
Yeah.
3.5.
Like the
How's the turtle man even had time to gossip about me? We'll fix this. It's fine. Okay, can we look in the thing? The chest. The chesty chest?
Yeah, what's in this chest?
Chest?
Clothing.
Eska, open the chest.
It's clothes.
Oh. Do any of them fit you? We could make a really interesting
No,
costume
they-
out of this.
I don't even have to check. These don't fit me.
Oh. Well, what about Ace there? Would you like a fine pair of pantaloons?
Yeah, Ace, would you like to steal some sailor's clothes?
It's not stealing, it's looting. You guys, listen. And they were all dead.
They were already
So,
dead.
I mean, wouldn't it be grave robbing if they're undead sailors? Re-dead? Reanimated? Un-undead?
That's maybe the definition.
Re-undead?
Of grave robbing.
Is it like Ames just kind of is looking at the sky, trying to figure out how she could classify ghost, zombie, sailor things?
Well, considering the boat is not even our property, it's somebody else's property, and technically this is stealing.
So you don't want any gold. That's what I'm hearing.
I
Good,
like
got
to,
it.
classify it as loot, but,
Well, that's what I
It's-
called it earlier too.
Yeah.
but, if you
Booty?
steal from a party
It's not
and it's not divvied
stealing. We haven't even done anything yet.
We were talking about it.
Listen, talking about a thing is not the same as doing a thing.
It is one step away from doing a thing.
But it's not doing a thing.
Well, that's
Ames
2 out of
is
how
like-
many rooms we got here?
Ames is visibly annoyed that this is taking forever. So she's like, like exasperated at Ace. But she likes Ace's beard, so she's not giving him dirty looks. But she's just like, and she keeps looking at Eska like, tell your friend to hurry along kind of look, but I don't know if Eska
Mhm.
understands her looks yet.
No, I do not. You just look at me. Maybe that's a ring
Yeah.
of calming. You should try it on.
Listen,
You seem agitated.
Lady, maybe that's a
in my-
ring.
it's in
Chill
my
the
pocket.
frick out.
it's in my pocket for safekeeping. Did I tell you about the hair clip? You don't just put things on.
You know, I just thought of something. The Templars are going to be investigating this place.
Yes.
That means they're going to use magic to investigate this place.
Yes.
So they're going to find all of your residue all over this stuff when
That's
they
fine.
investigate this place.
I'll tell them I was also investigating this place.
Didn't you just get out of from being in trouble?
I wouldn't call it trouble. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. That's why they unarrested me. They let me go.
So when they ask you about all
They
the stuff
find
that's
you.
missing down here?
Then I'll tell them that you took it. It's gonna be easy.
None of us were
Right, because their
Oh my
investigation is going to show that you took it.
And if I need to give it back to them, I'll give it back to them. Otherwise, finders keepers.
That's not how stealing works.
This isn't stealing, it's looting. We literally just went through this. Ames just leaves the room. She just pushes her way past these people, if possible, and like leaves the room. Can I push my way past them?
I mean, unless they're gonna stop you, yeah. But I mean, if
No.
they're gonna stop you, you'd have to have like athletics checks and stuff.
Are you gonna
Nope.
stop me? And then she goes up to the next door. Go see if there's anything exciting in here. We're looking for that mage guy. Ames looks in and sees there's an actual bed. Right? She can see it. Guys, there's an actual bed in here. This one's fancy.
No.
Ames is gonna go. Can I lay on the bed?
Yeah, of course.
Ames would like to flop herself on the bed in her injured state, and when she maybe she lands a little too hard on the bed and kind of hits her elbow a bit and hurts. Ah! Oh.
Smooth.
Oh.
What the heck?
Did you find any more gold?
I haven't looked.
Yeah.
This bed is comfy. Is it? Is it comfy?
Give
GM, is it comfy?
me a fortune check.
Fortune for who? Me?
You.
Do I do the fortune? Okay. Hold on. I'm looking for where fortune is.
So
I don't have
roll
fortune.
4df.
What is it?
4df. It's a luck check.
Type in 4DF, right?
Yeah, slash roll 4df.
4DF. I'm new at this. Dear chat, I'm new at this. 2 looks good.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Give me a perception check at advantage.
Ooh.
The bed's a mimic.
Oh my god, I hope not. That's not good.
It's not great. Eska, you can give
Yeah.
me a perception check. However, because you don't have night vision, it's going to be at disadvantage.
I hope to hell there's not a dead body.
Oh,
in this
look
bed
at
with me.
No dead body. But Ace, are you moving up with him?
Oh yeah, I'm sticking up.
Okay. You hadn't moved your token, so I wasn't sure.
I'm not on the map.
Oh, I apologize. That's right.
You're not?
No, his character token didn't get auto brought.
Oh. What's this?
Well, I've been moving it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's on. That's why that's why my brain was like, yeah, he's here. He must be. Yeah, duh. So, Eska, you notice the bed is moving in a very not bed way.
Oh my god.
Oh no! I don't notice though.
No, you do not.
It's kind of comfy.
Get off the bed.
What?
Get off now.
You guys are not fun. Seriously.
Get off the bed.
You're telling me I can't loot things, and now you're telling me
I
I
shall
can't
grab
be on
her
the
by her
bed.
ankle and drag her off the bed out into the
James
hallway.
gets off the bed, but she's bitching about it the whole time. Seriously, it's not stealing. It's called looting. And now I can't even be on the bed.
Yeah.
Who invited these
Looting
guys?
instead of stealing. That's not a bed.
What do you, it looks like a bed, and it, was
does look
very
like
comfy.
a bed. It's
Hey,
not.
what's your
moving
armor
like a
class,
bed.
Ames?
Beds don't move.
12.
Okay.
Woo!
Beds could move. We're on a boat.
You take 6 points of damage. The
Oh
bed
my God.
bends in half, and like a pseudopod, like an arm, reaches out and like snags onto your shoulder, and just bites right into you.
Only sounds realistic when she screams. Mostly because she's scared. So Ames yells, exclaims in fright. "Ah! Get it off! I think it touched me. How many damage did I take? 6?
6 points of damage.
All right.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm fine. I still have 5 points. I'm good. It's
Everything's
more than I
fine.
had before.
Nope. Out of this room. Get out. Out of this room right now.
Okay. Can
So
I run?
So Ames is
All right.
grappled. It is
Oh, she's
holding on
I'm
to her.
Oh.
Get it off me! Help!
So
Bud, please.
what is it exactly? Is it like an arm,
Is-
or just the
it-
bed
it's
folded
like-
in half and it's like?
No, it's like okay. So the bed now has teeth.
It's a mimic bed.
Oh,
God
wasn't
damn
it?
it.
Called it. Sorry.
An actual myth.
I didn't mean to ruin the surprise, unless I gave you that idea. in which case
You
I'm
did
sorry
not.
twice.
No, you did not give me
Okay.
the idea. I was surprised it worked out as well as it did.
What? In the...
Oh,
Who pays
jeez.
you to kill my character off?
That's so big.
No, it's not that big.
That's it.
GG's.
It's a mimic,
Okay.
but not the bed. The boat.
See,
Wait.
okay, hold up. Before we go too much further, I wanted to do that. I wanted a whole boat mimic.
Oh my gosh.
If he had mentioned that to me, I would have made stats for it. There are stats for mimic colonies.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Care Bear, let's make stats for that for the next time.
No, we're not. I'm not going near any boat.
Well,
ever again.
we gotta have the map in order
Yeah.
to-
Oh, pardon,
So
we
sorry
are
about every
done
boat we come across.
with boats.
I will metagame the shiz out of that. Not happening.
Just message me the map it is, and I'll put all the tokens in place.
Okay.
Help me!
So yeah, how are you guys? I mean, we can roll initiative, or you guys like what's the plan here?
I mean, I don't quite know how grappling works, so I just make attacks and hope it drops her, or what?
Well, your goal, I mean, its tongue is sticking out, right? So it's
Okay.
at a length from the body onto her shoulder.
Oh,
Um,
she's
God,
like,
hung on
oh,
me too.
okay.
Yeah, well, that's what's got you.
That's what's grappling you. Got it.
Ames is visibly heaving because it's licking her.
Yeah, I would like to try
Get
to
it
just
off me!
cut the tongue, I suppose.
Okay, give it a swing.
No way.
Whack.
Yeah, an 8's not gonna do it, but roll.
That wasn't supposed to be a disadvantage unless.
It's dark,
It's
and
dark,
you don't have
okay.
dark vision.
Got it.
But Ames, give me another fortune check.
Oh my God! Did you hit me with this? This will be bad. All right, hold on. What did I do for fortune before? I
/
rolled-
roll 4df.
This situation is a lot like Dark Souls. If you get in that thing's mouth, you're not making it out.
It's unlucky this time.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you swing and you connect. You connect with something good and solid, and you hear just something slams into the ground. Ames, you take 6 damage and are unconscious.
Oh.
So can I
my
actually go below
gosh.
0 then?
No, you go to 0. and you are
That's
unconscious.
payback. Now you take the nap.
Ace, are you moving in there and using your athletics to grab her? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes.
Okay, let me find out what's my athletics, and I will roll against you. I have a +3. Okay, you grab onto her and you start pulling, but she's not moving. You're not getting her away. She's stuck. She is held tight by this pseudopod. The good news is as the bed is coming more to life, it's not fully formed into itself yet. As it's coming more to life, the pseudopod is releasing a little bit. So you think next turn you'll probably have a much better chance of getting it off. You might end up getting attacked, but you might be able to get away, man.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right. Before you roll your next one, let's see. What are you doing, Eska?
I was actually just going to dash back to the stairs.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to roll anything since it's still dark down here.
I mean,
Too
because you
bad
said
I
something. Let's
passed
roll
out
a
before I could do the lights thing.
acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Okay.
Okay. You're running and you hit the wall hard enough to take a point of damage. But otherwise, you stay on your feet and you're able to get to the stairs.
Cool.
You left me?
Ace, you can make. Actually, hold up.
Hang on. Let me count this real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the top of the stairs, pretty much.
You're at the bottom of the stairs. The next
Bottom
one
of
will
stairs.
be the top.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna get to the top, yell that we need help, and then run back.
Okay.
Using my dash. So I'll be right here at the end.
Okay.
Secondary perception check with advantage.
Yes. In fact.
I was gonna
Me?
say, are they still inside?
Oh my gosh, Gio.
Thank you guys.
Kurak, you can make a roll as well.
Come on, J-Dog, roll good, roll good. There's one time in your life you need to roll good. Now's the time.
We should start
Ooh.
That's like a
making
high
it
roll for
so that I
J-Dog.
perceive things that are not perception checks. Because as long as it's a perception check, we're not going to roll very high.
That's fair.
Usually good at
Speak
perception.
for yourself,
You think?
peasants.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not. Good.
All right. So now, Kurak, you know, Thelaphora, you've made your way to the captain's quarters. So you hear noise, you hear something going around, but it doesn't sound like anything out of place, right? You're in the captain's quarters with the High Templar, and you guys are searching through the stuff in there. So yeah, you are in there at the moment. So you don't hear anything. Kurak, you're not far from the stairs that go down, and so you hear that immediately. Like, you hear what's going on, and you'll be able to react. But we're gonna give Bavolk and Ace and Ames are going to have.
Volk is moving.
Bavolk's up again. He hears Ames cry out in pain, and he's like, "I must get my song."
Oh my gosh.
The hype girl.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah. You hear what's going on, and so you can react. Ames, I need you to give me a death save, and then Ace, it'll be your turn. You this time will get athletics with advantage. Okay, so that's a failed death save.
Wait, it has to be whispered to the GM.
No one told me that.
Well, now
He's
you
trying to
know.
get you a free reroll.
Was it? Okay, hold on.
He announced it on the first game.
It's true.
Oh, I wasn't here for
Yeah,
that.
so go
Alright,
ahead
hold on.
and whisper it to me, and then okay.
But then how do I know if it's good or not?
So a death save at 10 or above is a save. 9 or below is a fail. A 1 counts as 2 fails. A 20 will get you to 1 hit point immediately. Okay?
So I need 3 successes or 3 failures unless I roll a crit on either end?
Correct.
Okay. What if it's 2 successes and 1 failure?
You go until you have
Keep
3
rolling
on one
until you
side.
get 3 of one.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you have
Okay.
2 successes, 1 failure, and you roll a nat 1, that counts as 2 fails, you die.
Okay.
If you're at 2 failures and you roll a nat 20, that automatically puts you at 1 hit point and you're up and running.
It's a net total of 3 on either one,
Okay.
or the best 3 out of 5 rolls.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. All right, because they only give me 6 boxes. That's fair, but that makes sense. Okay.
Okay. Now, Ace, you get your athletics check at advantage. I rolled a 16. Someone save Amelia. I didn't make a new character. I just saw your comment.
Die tonight this early. I'll just, when I die, I'll just make a new character while you guys are still playing.
You'll be fine. You're
I don't
fine. As long as you don't mess with the law speakers, it's actually pretty hard to die.
Okay. We'll see what the rules say.
So that's the guy who's died twice in 3 games.
I kind of know why, though.
Are you going to roll your athletics check? Oh, did you message him to me?
No, I didn't realize we were waiting for me.
Sorry, yeah, you were supposed to... Alright, you had advantage, so yeah, you win. You now have control of Ames, and you can move out of the room.
Yep, I am just moving out of the room.
Okay.
I will just throw her into the hallway.
You will get... Oh, you're just going to toss her at Eska and stay there?
Yes. Well, I'm going to be backing out, but I want to try to make sure that it's not going to grab her on my way out.
Gotcha. Okay. It will... you guys are lucky enough that this mimic has been asleep for a while and is just now kind of waking up at the disturbance. So it's going to get... If you move out, it will get an attack of opportunity, but it's going to be a disadvantage to try and hit you.
I am definitely moving out. Me throwing her out there was to make sure it wouldn't hit her and it would hit me only.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds good. So let's go ahead and I will go ahead and move your character token where you're going. And then I will scoot Ace out here. Okay. And then I will take my attack of opportunity. We'll see if I get you. I don't think... I think my... Is 13? 13 good enough?
Nope.
Okay. I miss you. And it's starting to... The bed, as it's starting to wake up, it lashes out with its pseudopod trying to get you as you move away. And you can see it's starting to get... out of the sides of the bed are starting to come some arms, and it seems like it's starting to kind of lean forward like it's getting ready to move.
All right, I will try to close the door on my way out.
Okay, yeah, you can easily enough close the door.
Yeah.
There is no latch, though.
Hey guys, if we stay really quiet, maybe he'll think we left and he'll go to sleep.
Isn't your intelligence a 17?
I don't understand these words you're speaking. I am as smart as I am smart. 17, 10, I don't know which one is better.
Which way does the door open?
Inwards.
Nah.
Okay. Kurak, you'll be down here in just a second.
Wow.
Okay. I noticed you're on the wrong page, so I just moved you. All right, so Kurak, you've made it downstairs.
Okay. Where's all the ruckus?
Just around the corner from where you're at.
I
Oh,
where?
does
I
it
don't-
not?
I
It
don't
might
know.
not have you with night vision. You have night vision
I
naturally,
mean, I
don't you?
have vision. Okay, I just have to move this way. There was a wall in the way.
Can't you see my corpse?
Well, Eska is standing over you as you're on the
Oh.
ground now.
True. Maybe you see some of Amelia's brown, pretty hair laying on the ground, all askew.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct, jeez.
Okay, so Kurak is gonna run up, and seeing that Amelia's out and not really seeing anything else, he's gonna try and grab her and like get her away from the area and try and figure out what's going on.
Okay. You can tell she is bleeding out from a wound in her shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Please apply pressure to the wound.
So
Where's
there
my
a
healer?
The bed in there came alive.
Well,
I mean, at this point, Kurak is gonna just yell as loud as he can muster, Thalafora! and basically just try and get her out and away. And I think can I pick her up and move her back towards the staircase at all? And I guess start trying to tend to her.
Yep. We are going to
Hold the
give.
door. I can help her.
We are going to have everybody click on your character and get yourself an initiative roll.
Me
Yeah,
too.
very-
me? Hold on. I can't click on my character. Oh, maybe I'm already clicked on. Never mind.
Even you, Geo. I'm not sure if you're on this page if it'll pop onto this turn order though.
I have kitty aggro at the moment. Oh, sit down.
It does not.
Okay. Ace, you have first turning.
I'm gonna do what I just said. I'm gonna tell Hey Turtle, hold the door. I can tend to her.
Okay.
And then I will wait for him to grab the door, and then I will attempt a stop her from bleeding to death.
Okay. You'll have to wait for his turn before he can take the door from you, though.
Yep.
And give me a strength check. Okay, so you win the athletics check. You feel the door start to. You can feel something pulling on the door, and some odd kind of grunty noises from the inside the room. Kurak, you can see Ace he's holding the door tight, and there's some noise coming from within the room.
Okay. Is there any way, I guess, looking at the door, can I see any way that I can take the great sword and like wedge it to try and help keep it shut?
Yeah. So the way the handle is, you could probably try and wedge it in there and have it hold pretty good. You do run a chance of breaking the handle off the door because the way it's setting, you don't know how good the wood is. But you can try and wedge something in there and block the door shut.
Okay. Well, if I think that there's a chance that I can break the handle, I'm going to not do that. And I'll take the door.
Okay. All right, you'll have to give me an athletics check. Okay. The door starts to pull open away from you. As soon as Ace lets go and you're holding on to it, the door starts to pull open. It's a good 6-7 inches open. And you can see this long, tendrily fingers trying to reach around at you and trying to claw at your arm.
So the moment that the door starts to give, I'm just going to let it go and barrel through, following after it.
Okay.
And just like, I don't even know what's behind the door at this point, but I'm just barreling in and trying to shove whatever's in here back.
Okay. That'd be a push check, which I believe, Care Bear, correct me if I'm wrong, is just an attack.
Nope, it's exactly the same as a grappling check, except you push them. You pick either prone or move them back 5 feet.
So it'd be just an athletics check then.
Yep.
All right. Give me an athletics check. You can have advantage.
Get that.
Don't need it.
Let's see. Well, yeah, hold on. Let's see. Okay, I had to try for the nat 20.
Okay, so as soon as you
You've wasted all your good rolls now.
As soon as you let it go, the door flings wide open, and you see a walking bed with teeth and a giant tongue stumble backwards a second as it loses its balance, and you just barrel in there and you just kind of shove it, and it flops away a good while, all the way to the wall where it hits the wall, and then you're able to shut the door again.
Dope. What is that thing? And I'm assuming that's the end of my turn.
Eska.
So I did the medicine check to stabilize Ames.
How'd that work? Because you're holding the door until somebody else's turn.
I readied my action to perform the medicine check on Amelia.
Okay, yeah.
And the triggering action was Kurok taking the door.
Fair enough. Yeah. All right.
So you can't move and you can't do a bonus action. You can only do an action. You can do your bonus action and you're moving on your turn, but when you ready an action, you can't do other stuff.
Gotcha. Sounds good. All right. So then that doesn't stabilize her, but it gives her a success, or does that fully stabilize?
It stabilizes her.
Okay.
In 5e it stabilizes, but she remains at 0 hit points and is still unconscious.
Gotcha. So she no longer needs death saves, correct?
Correct.
All right. Eska, your turn.
Panda, well, maybe you can...
I don't know
I
what to
don't
do.
need death saving throws now? Do I have any health points? No, right?
Nope, you're still at 0, but you no longer need death saves.
Okay.
So it's Eska's turn, and then it'll be yours, Ames.
Okay.
I mean, I guess at this point, I'm just gonna try to shake Ames awake. I didn't hit you that hard. Wake up.
Don't shake the injured.
I know.
This person has
Got
a
a
no
head
neck
injury. You
injury.
can move those
Shake. Shake, 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 senora. Shake it all the time.
He
Okay,
very clearly said bleeding out from the shoulder, so
that's fair.
as
Yeah.
long as it isn't a head or neck injury, I can shake her all I want.
Drop to the ground.
So you see Ace put pressure on the wound. Now, here's the thing, Eska. You would know not to shake a wounded individual, right? Because
Yeah,
you've
okay.
been that wounded individual.
Yeah.
Someone has shaken you.
So,
You know.
but you see Ace, he immediately gets pressure down with, yanking a piece of cloth out of Ames's backpack. I believe, Ace, you're not carrying a backpack right now, but Ames always has hers, and so you just
Yep.
rip a piece of clothes out of the top of that
Oh my god, it could be anything.
and use
Ames
that
can't
to...
talk.
Ames, I want you to send me a list of what kind of clothes you have in there so I can tell you what happens.
Jesus. Okay.
And it will, and you see him use to stabilize it, so you can adjust your action accordingly.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose just to help stop the bleeding, although she's already stabilized. Not that I would know that, I guess.
Well, we probably would have seen me do it.
Yeah. All I want to do is help Ames, however I can, even if that means just staying out of the way. That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Guess what? Is it my turn?
Almost. It is Ames's turn, but you're unconscious. You don't need to make any saves, but you're still unconscious. Delafora, now it's your turn.
Wait. I have 70 feet of movement if I take a dash, so 50 feet to the stairs. I have 20 feet once I get down there.
Okay, I will pull you down here. Let's get your character out. 20 feet once you're down here. I'm fairly certain we now have all the players on this map, so let's see if I can fix that. Okay. You are down there. Go ahead and move your last 20 feet.
On selection. I can still only see out my butt.
Good thing you've got dark vision.
Alright, and I will cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Just bonus action.
What level?
Level 1.
Okay. Roll your 1d4 plus wisdom. Oof.
3 HP.
You have 3 hit points back, Ames.
Ooh, yeah. It was licking me. Oh,
Get the wounded upstairs.
oh,
It bit you,
My
too.
shoulder hurt. Oh, this is worse than earlier. Oh. Ames is like hurting.
Get upstairs.
Oh, the bruises.
Did you get the door closed?
Yes. I have. Oh, yeah. So I shoved it back and then shut the door again.
Can you stand weird here?
So yeah, it's to Ace's turn.
He's pointing at Amelia. Weird hair. Can you stand?
What did you say about my hair?
Stand up. Move. I grab her on the arm and not gently start picking her up.
How disoriented is Amelia since she was at 1 hit point and then 0 and then now 3? Like, how bad is she with this?
I mean, it's like a night where you're blackout drunk, but like only for about 30 seconds. You're not 100% sure what happened to you because the bed bit you, and then you got clobbered with something else. You didn't see that it was Eska that hit you. As
Okay.
far as you know, it was just the bed.
The bed licked me.
bit you
with the
and then
tongue.
did something else.
Yeah.
And you went down, and now you're waking up in the hallway with people around you, and Kurax holding the door shut. The dwarf Ace is yanking you around, waking you up.
And I have no idea what's going on really. And my head hurts, I'm assuming. Just
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I can move. Maybe? Why was the bed licking? How can a bed lick me? Somebody cast a spell on me or something.
Questions later, Amelia.
Alright, do I need to move? Like, should I move or you guys are gonna pull me?
I believe Ace is dragging you.
Ace is
Yeah,
dragging you,
I'm-
but when it gets to your turn, you'll want to get yourself up and
I'll
start
wanna
moving
move.
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, okay.
So Ace, you can drag her at half movement.
Well, I'm letting her walk. I was just making sure that she didn't have to get up on her own. I'm getting up. I'm getting her up for her. And kind of, trying to push her in the direction of the stairs. Did you hear me?
Sorry, I did not hear what you said.
I was keeping him occupied with DM about stuff in my bag. Sorry.
And my wife
I was
also
saying
came to talk to me at the same time.
Okay.
So
So I was picking her up so that she didn't have to stand up, like mechanically on her turn.
okay.
And then I'm like shoving her toward the stairs, but I'm not moving yet because it's my job to take the hits. So I'm trying to get everybody away before I leave.
Okay, I like it. I like it. We'll let Ames move just a wee bit. We're actually going to do this. Eska, you kind of get a little bit of a push getting you moved out of the way as well.
Yeah.
Kind of gave you that 20 can save for time. You might be dying again. No, it'll be for your next roll because that's what the rule is. It's the 20 for your next roll. So your next roll will be a 20, but you can't save it for your next death roll.
Oh, I wanted to save it. Otherwise, it's wasted. Poor Panda.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Panda. I appreciate it. He tried. You guys medicined me as he was like coming in with the nat 20 to save me. Appreciate my buddy. Look how my friends, though. Geo just saying, mine give me 20s, yours give you 1s.
I mean, I deserve the ones.
Okay.
Alright,
Ace
You're
has
the
got
only
his
one
turn.
whose friends don't actively root against you, I think.
Well, I think some might eventually. They normally troll me really hard, so.
Correct. Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
All right. The door, you can feel a tug on the door, but nothing with any amount of force.
Okay.
And then you hear just a boom as something slams into the door as well.
Hmm.
So it's your turn, correct?
It is my turn. Okay. Someone go get the Templar. We didn't bring him here for nothing.
Well,
and I'm
Minion
just
should
gonna-
be following me because he, you know,
Yeah, that's
was
fair.
with me.
I forgot to bring him down. Give me a second. I'll get him in here.
Let's see.
He stopped to smell some flowers on his way.
Yeah, right. If you can't enjoy life at every moment, what's the point of living? Also, really not his problem.
High Templar's token reminds me of an Ish Guardian.
Yeah.
Oh, he kind of does, huh?
Yeah.
Honestly, I regret describing him before I had a token. Because let me tell you what, a short, dark-haired elf male is actually quite difficult to find a good-looking token. In the end, I made my own token, but
Sir Aimrick, is that you?
not quite. I should have done that one. He's handsome, and he's an elf. Son of a...
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's High Templar Emmerich, then. But it's this is High Templar Holimian is his name. So, okay, yeah, he's down there. He'll move on. Ace's turn next turn, but he's down here.
And you can just take any short-haired elf picture.
And then color it black, the hair.
Well, no, because like all elves are girls anyway, so it really doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. It's
not gay if it's with an elf, right? That's like our number one quote on this channel. Not number one most quoted, but it's the first quote that we ever had. Who brings a knife pistol to a gun cannon fight? Okay, Kurak, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep holding the door shut. And I guess I'll also just be like, suggestions, anyone? 'Cause I'm pretty much just holding the door shut at this point.
Give me a
That's
second.
it. Give me a second. Also, it's still dark down here, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. Halimian's like 650 years old, okay? Look, all right, here, invite him to the baths and you'll see what I mean, all right? Just,
He's older than
Jeez.
Telephora is. That's amazing.
yeah. Well, how old's
He
Telethora?
doesn't think that way. He's not into elves.
345.
Oh, yeah, he's at least double your age.
Yeah.
So, all right, so Kurak's yelling at people. Eska.
Hey, is there anything down here that can be a light source?
That's true. You're like, I can't see a thing. Yes, there is something down here that can be a light source, but you can't see it.
Spell. Oh, I have a spell. Ames says weakly. I can make light. Maybe.
You just concentrate on not bleeding out.
Yeah, I actually don't know how good my dancing lights would be because I do think it requires some concentration.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I mean, you know.
For about a turn, you can poof. Okay, well, they're gone. Sorry, I'm in a lot of pain right now, guys.
Actually, it doesn't say I require concentration on it, so I might be able to do something when it comes my turn, but I'm a ways in the turn order, I think.
No, you're next.
Oh, am I? Okay.
So, is there anything else you can do, Eska? Just ask for light?
I mean, I'm looking around for light.
Okay.
But, as effectively as I can, being blind.
I like it. Okay. Yeah, it's not very effective. Amelia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast some dancing lights. Now I want to make sure I'm putting it somewhere worthwhile. We came in here, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually going to put my dancing lights right there on that spot, if possible.
Dude, where's the dancing lights?
You had them up on the dock before.
Yeah. Trying to remember where they're at. Here we go. What's the light source? What's the light on those? 30 feet of bright?
It says casting range 120. Here, let me post it for you.
10 feet dim light per light.
Okay.
I'll just do the normal, like, 4 torch lights kind of appeared kind of together.
Okay.
But
All
yeah.
right, so we got 40 feet of dim light. Is this helping anybody? Can you guys see the light? Well, I guess next, do you see any light?
No. I'll move real quick.
I can see the light.
I see it now. There we go.
Okay.
Doesn't help though, because I also have night vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was for more for Eska. Eska, can you see now?
Flashbang.
Ames asks weakly.
Yes. Thank you.
Pretty much. So Ames is just going to then move, I guess, towards the stairs because I don't see where anybody else is.
Do you not have
Eska
vision
looks
either?
behind me? No,
Okay.
I can see things pretty lightly. Actually, let me spin my girl. Look around a bit. Because I see that. Okay, there they are. They were behind me. Oh, I don't know if I want to move towards the door. I want to get away from this door. Yeah. Okay. Ames is gonna move towards the stairs. Pardon?
Get off the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna move, but I don't want to go upstairs by myself, so I'm gonna just kind of chill in this little hallway thing for a second.
So
Until other people
Ace
come
is
with
like
me.
shoving you toward the stairs, so he's following right behind you.
Is he allowed to take? Well, is
no.
he? Is he right
so
there with me?
mechanically,
Oh, that's your
I
movement.
have to wait
I
until
see.
my turn, but I'm
Yeah,
following my
okay.
plan.
You
All
can
right,
have
so-
micro if you want a buddy.
Okay, so I do have Ace behind me then. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to go? I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to go all the way up the stairs yet, I guess. Or should I? Is Ace pushing me up the stairs? Do I have enough
No.
movement to go there? We're fine here then.
Yep.
Okay.
Once you start moving on your own, he stops pushing you.
Okay. And as my bonus action, I have one bardic inspiration left, which I am going to give to myself for later use.
Come on, Ames, you can do this.
Oh my god. Do I still have one then? Because I didn't use it last week.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, cool.
So since we ended combat before, I don't have my temporary hit points from last time, correct?
Say again.
We
Well,
ended
you-
combat before, and I had given myself temporary hit points with my whole bardic inspiration that I used on myself once before. So those are gone now, right? I just want to make sure my sheet's right.
I believe so,
you
yes.
keep your temporary hit points until you finish a rest. A long
Oh, yeah.
rest, I think.
Oh, do I? Okay. So I'll put them back. All right. Well, I got killed enough that I was dead anyway, so or at 0. So, but I had them. So technically, I have 7, but I'll remember to go through my 4 temporary hit points first.
Okay. Give me 1
Okay.
second. Before we continue on, we are going to take a short dad joke break for Friendly Medic. He's got 6 of them.
Whoa!
Dad joke jokes are so bad, it's like punishment. You need
Yes, they are. They're worse than puns.
punishment.
Oh.
Did you hear about the man who misspelled a name on a headstone? He made a grave mistake. What are prehistoric creatures called when they sleep? Dino snores. What did the mother ghost say to the baby ghost? Spook when you're spooking too. How do you communicate with the Loch Ness monster? You drop her a line. What is a ghost-proof bicycle? One with no spooks in it. Oh, those are great. Those are good ones. All right.
Yeah, they sure were.
They were great. Would you say they're punishment?
No response.
Okay. So that means that was Amelia's turn. Thelafora, your turn.
My turn.
My turn, I want to be clear, did not include the dad jokes.
Okay, I'll take ownership of the dad jokes.
Thelafora's just out there cracking jokes.
Yeah. Ace, you gain 9 hit points.
Wait, I get 9 more? Nice.
No.
No, Ace.
gets 9.
Oh. I was hoping it was. I tried, man.
Oh, you're healing me? Awesome.
Thanks.
You know what? Heck it. I don't have anything to use my bonus action for. Gain another 5.
Nice.
So I assume that was cure and healing word?
Yep, Cure Wounds, Healing Word.
Suena buena. So that gives you 14 hit points.
Yep. I am at 27 currently.
No, you are at 40 because you got 13 hit points earlier. For whatever reason, this token did not come down with 26 hit points.
No, I had 13 hit points.
I know. You had... Wait, who did you cast it on there?
At the end of last game, I had 13 hit points.
Yeah, and I thought...
But I also hit you with the Cure Wounds at the beginning of this session for 13. So you
Yeah.
should be at
Oh.
26.
So you should be at 26 plus this 13, which will put you at
40.
39.
26 plus 14, 40.
14. Okay, I was thinking 13 again. So yeah, 40 hit points.
That's my turn.
So that'll bring us back to Ace, actually.
Well,
Wait, really quick. Templar.
Templar goes with Ace's turn.
Okay, with Ace. Cool.
I will defer and let him go first. Because if he says get out of here, we're getting out of here. If he says we're going to kill the thing, we're going to kill the thing.
So he's going to say something a little bit along the lines of both. He's going to step up, and he's going to motion for Kurak to get out of the way. And he's got his blade ready to charge right into the room as soon as Kurak releases the door.
I will follow in right behind him.
So we'll have to wait for Kurak to release the door on his turn, and then we'll go through. Kurak, it's your turn.
Oh. I shall release the door and step out of the way. Shocker, I know.
I know. All right, so we'll have opposed strength checks. The first one is going to be High Templar, so he's going to shove this guy back in there and charge in there with him.
Dude, this is gonna be a melee fest in there.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't get a good hit off, though. Actually, hold on. I have to make a character sheet for this guy, but actually that will hit that roll.
Nice.
Okay, and Ace, you're able to move in and do your own thing as well.
You have to open the door.
Oh, that's right, because I can move through doors because I'm the GM. And you goobers are stuck behind the doors. My bad. Now go for it.
So I'm going to use the frame of the door to leap over, and I'm going to try to grapple.
Okay. Yeah, let's have some athletics checks here. Yeah, I'd say you have a pretty decent grapple check.
Cool. So if I succeed, then he's going to take 11 damage.
All right.
That is the third level barbarian path that I have.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Okay, that'll bring us to Eska.
Eesh. Sure will. I'm running after him.
Okay. Can you even see in there?
Can I not?
Do the
I
lights?
guess do the lights go around corners?
Not any more than the lights normally would.
Okay. So it's probably like dim light, yeah?
Sure.
Probably not great.
It looks like you might
Yeah, I'm-
actually have range, and it might not be terrible.
Okay. Well, actually, I have a 10-foot standing jump. So I'm jumping over the Templar and bringing both hand axes down on the mimic who's being grappled.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you roll an acrobatics check, just because if you get a 1, you're going to land in its open mouth. Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks. That's a hit. That is not a hit.
I dropped one of them into the open mouth, looks like.
Yeah, it's you. That hand axe is gonzo.
Does it take damage from biting a hand axe?
That's a
Cons-
good question.
Considering it regularly swallows steel and other metallic objects, I'm not certain it's totally worried.
Fair.
That brings us back to Ames.
Sorry, I'm laughing at what Panda said. Oh, out of context or out of character for a second. Can I give you guys a real quick story?
Didn't you get like jacked up by a mimic?
So yeah,
Previously,
so in my
as
campaign
Ames?
where I was Ames, right, same character, but in our campaign, because I brought her over from that campaign. In the campaign where Panda was the GM, Ames went off on herself by herself to go loot some stuff because looting, and so she got attacked by a mimic, but it was like an alcohol keg. And in getting attacked by it, she cast in a panic her largest AoE spell at level 2, like the highest level she could, and put the point right on herself, and death saving throws.
Jeez.
But
Ames is
but
not
that thing
meant
almost
to
died.
live.
But that thing almost died. So this time, she's looting.
Again.
Oh, a comfy bed. Let's just go and lay in it. So sorry that made me
all
laugh
over
because Panda's
again.
comment, oh, a mimic.
Yeah. Golly, dude, you really haven't learned.
No, it's always when I'm looting and it's always a mimic.
That's fantastic.
Oh yeah, the barrel was bad. I think J-Dog saved me.
I did.
Yep. In that instance, so this time it was Eska and Ace. So yeah. Well,
That's
correct
so
holding the
good.
door, so hold the door.
Hold her.
Everybody's inside this room, right? Except for Amelia
And Kurek and Thelaphora.
and Kurek and Thelaphora. So I don't want to abandon the party, but I also want to stay safe.
Man, what'll happen? You're gonna run upstairs and you're gonna like find another mimic, and they're gonna show up and you're
That's
just like
probably what's
dead,
gonna happen.
hanging out of the
That's
mimic's
That's
mouth.
probably what's gonna happen. So she legitimately is gonna peek around the corner towards the room where they're fighting, and she's not going to do anything at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This turn.
Thelaphora.
Wait. I'm gonna activate my symbiotic entity.
Okay.
I'm scooching up into melee range.
Okay.
And then
Now, I
What
assume
about-
symbiotic entity only affects enemies, correct?
correct.
Okay.
It's targets I choose. So I could affect allies if I wanted to.
Gotcha.
And then
That'd be something that Amelia would do. You wouldn't do that, though.
let's go. You gain 5 hit points.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Can I just share real quick in the campaign where I get to be a player? I fired a lightning bolt. I prepped to shoot the lightning bolt, and one of my allies stepped just so he was in the line, and I was like, "All right, you're getting shot, bud." And I fired the lightning bolt through him and killed eight lizard men. He was a blue dragonborn, so he took half damage as is, and he's a paladin, so he has big bonuses on his saves. But yeah, I fired that lightning bolt through him on purpose. It wasn't the goal, but I wasn't not shooting that lightning bolt. This is my first chance to use it too. Okay, sorry, Thelaphora, you healed up. Eska, where do you keep track of your hit point totals?
On my character sheet, which didn't update, I have 27.
Okay,
There it is.
yeah. I don't know why it doesn't do that on. We're gonna Care Bear. Remind me. Let's go through between now and next session and just check the tokens. Make sure they're all lining up and they're doing what they're supposed to do because we've been having some issues. with the hit point totals and stuff I've noticed. So, okay. So, Thelafor, do you have anything else you can do this turn?
Nope.
Okay. So that will bring us back to Ace and the High Templar.
Swinging like mad. Holy cow.
What?
You just dealt like 60 damage.
63 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Care Bear, go ahead and roll up what you do. Wow, one of those rolls was 3 8s.
Yeah.
The dude crit.
Dude, 887, 888, 72. Wow, that was a roll.
Yeah.
Yup.
Dude, he trucked this guy. Sorry, go ahead, Ace.
I assume he kills it.
Yeah, but it's happening at the same time you're doing it, so I want you to get your swings in.
It's all good. I'm gonna hold it for him. Like, hold it up. Hey, here you go.
Yeah. Well, he just
whatever he's using.
slams in with a greatsword 3 times and just takes it to pieces. And there's little bits of mimic all over the place.
Get him, Sir Amric.
Yeah. Oh, screw you, Geo.
Ace looks like he came out of a bad B movie covered in purple goo and
Yup.
looks like he's all oiled up for a show.
He's got a tongue just hanging over his shoulder like it's a scarf.
Yep.
So yeah, the mimic is very dead. That attack actually took it to negative 35 health. So
It's a little bit overkill, so it's like butchered completely. Can I get a piece of the tongue?
Well,
That's a joke.
it's hanging over
Ames
my
doesn't really
shoulder.
want a
You'll
piece
get
of
the
the
piece later.
Okay.
hey, real quick, everybody, we are going to take a short break, and we'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to run the commercial break for the 3 minutes. Take the opportunity to get drinks of water. The team here, as long as they're still around, I imagine they'll probably chat amongst themselves. I'm going to take care of some background stuff.
Some background stuff.
We're supposed to chat amongst ourselves.
We can.
Yes.
Or we can sit here in awkward silence.
Wait, he wants us to entertain his chat.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
You're not my supervisor. You're not my dad.
Did you guys
Dog.
know that one humanoid can sustain a mimic for several weeks?
Ooh.
And they reproduce by splitting. They are asexual reproductive creatures.
So you're telling
Mimic,
me
don't
there's
give him
another
any ideas
mimic-
about having this mimic bed turn into like a single bed now.
I was
Don't
gonna
give him any
say, there's-
ideas.
There's
The
another
stairs
mimic
are a
in this
mimic and they
room.
grab Amelia.
Is there a
Oh,
chance
God.
I get my hatchet back?
I wonder.
There's a chance. You just need to make sure you clearly state that you're gonna search the body
Yeah.
with a hatchet. Yep.
I didn't know whether it would just dissolve instantly or not.
I don't think so, but I don't know. I don't know the anatomy of mimics.
I would like to
unfortunately.
know from J-Dog about a time, well, from each of you if there's time, when your characters were in death saving throws and what put you there. What is one of the most memorable moments?
Actually, never.
You've never had, well, you had a character just die, but you didn't get death saving throws, did you?
Nope. I've only
For
ever had
Zook.
one character die.
And that was Zook?
Yeah, and that was off screen.
Well,
Oh, no.
we don't even.
And we're not
we
sure
don't
if he's
even
dead.
know
We don't
that-
actually know if
Yeah.
he's dead.
Yeah.
Because we just were
True.
told that he's gone away. So
I don't
is
think
he,
he live
he might
on a
not
farm.
even be actual dead, yeah. He might
I
just
told
be...
Blood Bowl that it would be within Tic Tac's personality to try to break him out. So I'm still waiting for like the off-camera narration of what happened.
Yeah.
It's
Ames would actually like Tic if Tic was able to break out Zook and then, you know...
Oh,
Yeah,
not for
but-
trying. Only if he succeeded.
Well, maybe if he tried,
Well-
if he tried and Ames found out, Ames would probably be like, "Hey, Tic at least is trying. Unlike these guys who don't even care. Right?
I'm gonna
Well,
drop.
you should have known. They just kicked Patrick to the curb. fed him
I
to the
know,
wolves.
right? That's what, and she's using that against them.
my Lanta.
What about you, J-Dog? What
I'm
about
gonna
death?
leave-
We're not going to fight about this.
I'm
J-Dog,
gonna
death
leave
saving
this
Invading my
campaign
symbiotic
because of
entity. I'm
Patrick.
killing P-stabs.
You can't kill P-stabs.
Not even aims,
I
just
would have
P stabs.
I would have to rebrand my channel. No. Then how would anybody call me PS Tabs, huh? You can't take away the fun from people like that.
Yeah,
Well, it stopped me
just
from
have to call
calling
you
you PP.
PS.
Don't, he's sitting here in chat. Don't give him any more ideas. All right, so that was Negs. What about you, J-Dog? Death saves.
Oh,
Most
death
memorable.
Death saves. So I can't. I think one of my funniest, most memorable death saves was not me making death saves, but I had a character, that was a halfling ranger. And at the time he was wielding a crossbow much too large for himself.
Okay.
And we were fighting these giant toad things on the riverside, and like so giant that they literally shot their tongue out, grabbed the leg of a guy, and pulled the guy like they were gonna eat him, right? And so I get the bright idea, hey, I want to shoot the toad's tongue to make it drop the guy. He's like, okay, just so you know, there's a chance that you hit him. It's like, I'm
Nice.
aware of I'm aware of the consequence actions. And then the quote from there became, I'm aware of the consequences of my actions, and I'm going to kill that man. And I proceeded to roll a nat 1,
Oh,
nailed the guy who, according to the character's knowledge, because of that arrow, was no longer able to put up a fight to not get pulled into the toad's mouth and was pulled
no.
out into the river.
Oh no! You put someone else into death saving throws.
Oh, there was no death saving
Nice.
throw after that.
No.
That
Oh, that guy. Oh, are you talking about the frog dude?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was alive in the frog's stomach, getting digested.
We didn't know
I
that.
was.
We did not know
He was
that.
still alive in there. Yikes! That's horrible.
Yeah,
Well, Contos
so-
is back now, so I can't ask Geo and Care Bear.
Next time.
Oh,
Mine's
what were you-
boring.
Well,
I
what's
only
your
got-
boring one?
The only time I've made death saving throws was in Care Bear's campaign, and it was me and J-Dog. I got hit for like 55, got one shot, and then died.
Oh no!
Yep.
What about you, Care Bear?
My characters die so often that I don't get to play that much. So
No, but you haven't actually done death saving throws with us.
That's true. Bobble
That's,
just straight up died.
I don't get to play. No. Bobo got saving throws or death saves. He failed 3 death saves
Oh,
before dying
That's fair.
gotcha. Okay.
because the thing couldn't
Yeah.
jump into his head until after a certain amount of dice rolls were made.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to say that Care Bear just likes making characters. So as soon as his characters go unconscious, he just foregoes the death saves
He's like, we're
and
done.
lets them die.
We're done here. I'm just gonna start rolling again.
Yeah.
I do enjoy making characters.
See, I wasn't wrong.
But this is the first campaign I've gotten to play in as a player in many, many years.
Oh, okay.
In Texas, I was playing in a campaign to help a friend of mine get through his PTSD, so it doesn't count. And my character would die every single session.
You had a bunch of characters in my campaign when I was in Texas, but that was just because I had gamer ADHD, where I couldn't stick to a single. I couldn't stick to a single format for more than a couple of weeks.
Yep, it was one session usually. The first session was us creating characters. The second session was us.
It was more than
actually
that.
Playing.
It was more than that. Most of the time. Like Iron Kingdoms lasted like a month and a half.
That one lasted 3 sessions of actual play.
The 40K one, Rogue Trader, that one actually lasted a couple of sessions.
I completely forgot about that one. That did last for several.
Yeah. Legend of the Five Rings was 1 session.
Yep.
I've only played 1 game of L5R ever.
Dude, I want to play L5R, but that is a... So for those of you who don't know, Legend of the Five Rings is an exclusively samurai role-playing game. And you've got like a bunch of clans and the way they interact. And it's got a lot of really cool things to it, but you got to know so much about samurai culture. And then you have to take that and mix it with like this fantasy and put them together.
Yep.
And it's difficult to find a group of people who can commit to that level of gaming. It's not like D&D where you just show up and you can kind of make it up as you go.
I was Crane Gang. Heck you guys.
It's all about the dragon, my
I usually do,
friend.
crab.
Yeah. I think that surprises exactly nobody who knows what the difference of the clans is. And that's not meant as an insult, by the way.
I shall cry myself to sleep tonight.
Okay, good. Let's see. Everybody gets 90 XP from that encounter.
We did it.
Does that level anybody up?
I don't know what's the level up.
What's the
27, isn't it?
Oh, then I've leveled. Oh no, I haven't leveled yet.
wait? 27? What?
2700?
2700.
Oh no, I'm nowhere near.
I'm close.
Did you guys take the XP from last session that I sent you?
What?
It's like 1,000. It was in the chat.
1400.
Yeah,
Oh.
he put it in the gaming chat on the
Hey,
road to
look.
greatness.
Plus 1400 XP.
Yeah.
What does that put you at, J-Dog?
Let me do math, and I'll let you know.
What are you at right now?
That levels me.
Oh, I need 39 more points to level.
For real?
Yeah. Someone give me 39 XPs, please. Can I take Panda's roll 20? his 20 that he put in and convert it into 50
Convert to
experience?
XP.
No.
Aww.
Add or subtract a monster. Subtract 39 XP from aims. No, that's not what I do. I allow the players to give things.
Gio's the real monster, sounds like.
Yeah. Oh, if only you knew. All right. So, the mimic is dead. The bed has been destroyed. And,
Heck yeah, level buddies.
I would like to look for my hatchet.
yeah. Give me an investigation check. No, give me a luck check.
Aw.
You got it.
I want to ask the Templar if I'm good to take its skin and some of its adhesive.
Yeah.
I am prepared to kill that bad.
Ooh!
Do I find a new one?
You do! Because this is how Nags gets magic items, everybody. Stupid luck. Your hand axe has been destroyed, but there's another one in there. That's pretty nice. So,
This is the second time I've nat one myself into an enchanted weapon.
yes, it is.
Nags, I hate you.
Dude, +4. I've only ever seen that like 2 other times.
One of them
That's
was me.
nuts. Yeah.
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 and one was me. I roll. It's the I am notoriously bad at these luck checks, but I rolled a +4 one time, and it was to determine whether or not the wine I was drinking tasted good. Now, to be fair,
Ever.
that
I rolled
wine
a +4 in this campaign, and it was just to see if I remembered.
that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. I remember that.
This is my second +4 in this campaign.
Jeez.
Yeah, I've never rolled a +4.
Try it.
Nope.
Try it sometime.
I'm not gonna waste it here if it like this would be the
Oh,
time that
gosh.
it would happen.
All right, give me like 8 seconds. Let me see if I can find a magic hand axe picture for you. So I can describe it before. Okay, so this hand axe, it's got a kind of an ash gray wooden shaft with triangular cuts into it, and it's wrapped in a leather that you're not familiar with. The blade is tomahawk-esque, but it is ice cold to the touch, and it is a shimmering blue.
Wow.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep this. This is way better than my old one.
It's just like, what are the chances, man? So I will send you a picture of it here in a second,
Mhm.
and then you'll have to figure out what it does, though. The name that's in the picture is not the name of the item, so it's not the same.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, yeah, we're out of initiative order. Ames is again almost dead. Everybody else is
Not
actually
dead
doing pretty
yet.
good at this point.
I'm gonna go bury my new hand axe into Ames's forehead.
No.
Uh-oh.
What did
Will
I do?
check. Turns out it's cursed.
Oh, and it goes into your
Makes
forehead
me evil.
instead. Get a fun.
Got him.
Got him.
I
Oh.
want this thing's skin and some of its adhesive.
I'll just use my 20 that Panda gave me if he tries that, just so you know.
As your dodge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it! Oh.
We're not really doing that though, right?
No,
not really
I'm
doing that. I'm not
so
gonna kill you.
angry.
Why?
Oh, because Tramp gave you a nat 1 earlier in the night. And the first roll you made all night was the jump.
Oh.
And the
that
nat
made a
1 would have
difference
put you
too.
No, that's
straight
not
into its
true.
mouth. Yeah.
The first roll I made was to hit Ames, and I did.
That's fair. Nat 1 would have
Oh,
done the
that's
same
true.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not as bad. I was really hoping you would end up in the mouth, though, because that would have been hilarious.
We
What
won't
would've
talk about
happened?
people that screw up and forget they have the temporary hit points, even though they're sitting right in front of her and she wouldn't have gotten to 0. But we're good.
Yeah, we won't talk about those people, Ames.
Yeah, we won't talk about those people at all.
We won't talk
Would've
about
had
Ames
one
right
health
now.
Point, not 0, but it would have just happened the next time anyway. So,
I mean, it would have kept attacking, that's for sure.
yep, this worked out okay. I'm okay with it.
This is fine.
Okay. Good night, Seagull. Okay. So, what are you knob waffles doing?
Give me its skin.
Okay, you'll have to, I mean, to be fair, it's mostly in pieces at this point. And so you're going to need to make a survival check to see how well you can carve.
I don't have advantage, so it's just a 13.
Okay, I was going to say. All right, you're able to get an all right piece of flesh from it. Like I said, it got disintegrated by the High Templar.
I can sell this crap to the Alchemist Guild. mimic skin is an important part of polymorph self potions.
It's true. Very true.
If only Zook was still alive.
I
He
miss
has
Zook.
this. That would have been pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
resting?
It's up to you guys. It's
Oh.
not. You're not in an official short rest yet.
Okay.
I don't know how
So-
much investigationing me and the High Templar got done in the captain's quarter before there was an emergency, but I assume that happened simultaneously.
Yeah, not a ton, honestly. You did find a. I mean, you found a small chest with some valuables in it. You found some ledgers, which the High Templar took for investigation purposes. Some fine clothing and some nice, quills and just some basics. But as far as anything definitive yet, you haven't found anything that you feel is definitive. You didn't finish searching the captain's quarters, and nobody searched the second floor of the main area.
Okay. I'm gonna probably head back and finish my investigation of the captain's quarters. As soon as I come by Ames, like, Ames, get out of here. Get some rest. I'll meet you at the Pit Fighters Guild tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So you're just sending her home alone?
Can I?
I assume Pam and Bell are still there.
Yeah. Are you gonna ask them or just be like go and just like take her?
I'm going to ask them.
Okay, I'm just. There's a whole lot of demanding going on here, and I was just making sure.
I'm a doctor. I gotta make demands.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor,
scientist.
not a druid.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get everybody.
I was gonna say,
so-
I am gonna return back to Bovolk.
Okay.
Okay. Is it my turn to talk?
Yes.
Got it. The thing is, sure.
No, wait.
I sorry, J-Dog. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, I'm under the impression that my new hand axe is magical.
That's a fairly good impression.
I mean, like, with the, like, Eska can tell, right? By the head being cold. Like, ice cold.
Like, I mean, if you picked up a hand axe like that in a world of magic, would you assume it was magic?
I mean, if I felt the head and it was, like, ice cold, like the way that you described it, then
Yeah.
yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Absolutely, then.
I want to go to the High Templar and see if he knows anything about it.
You're gonna, like, hey, you know what this is?
Yeah, I mean, he knows magic stuff, right?
Yeah. He's
I
got
don't.
some experience, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, like just any cursory knowledge of anything that has looked similar to this. Mostly the metal that's cold is what I want to know about.
Yeah, he says, interesting, I haven't seen this form of metal in years now. The last I saw this metal, it came from a group called the Frost Metal Clan, as you might guess why the metal is named as such.
Cool name.
It was a group of orcs far, far in the north who made deals and contracts with some devils that granted them immortality and immense power and magical strength, but confined them to a small terrain as they were forced to protect things that the demons and devils deemed necessary. I haven't seen this in years. This is quite the find. You should count yourself quite lucky.
Thank you. Do you have any idea what it does? Other
Well,
like
if it's anything compared to what they had, it would very likely do. It's going to be, and he'll take it from me. And he kind of spins it around a little bit. It's very well balanced, as is all of the weapons that they made. Some of their more powerful weapons seem to freeze the body of the people that were struck by it. So
interesting.
it may or may not be that all of their weapons emanated coldness, but only some actually seemed magical.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is he still holding it? Because I'd want to take it back.
It's like, put your hand up, because you're like, what, 2 feet tall?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Please.
So you gonna give that back or what? I don't know. I
Mine.
kind of like it now. Yeah, he'll hand it back to you.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to know.
If Ames has been sent off, right? You asked the girls if they were going to take me back?
Yep.
And they said yes?
Yeah, Pam and Belle are more than happy to take you back.
Okay, when it's my turn or whenever you guys are done, I'd like to have a conversation with the ladies.
Oh boy. I was not prepared for this level of roleplay tonight. We'll see.
Come on, Pontos! I want you to step it up, sir.
Oh god.
You're gonna have to
You don't even
describe
know
all their
what I'm gonna
escapades.
say.
Oh
Tell me
golly.
when you're done your looting, basically.
Yeah. I don't even know. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we'll stay on the boat for now, and then we'll postpone this a little bit. So you go back to rummaging through the captain's quarters, Joe?
Yep.
Okay, give me a proper investigation check. Anybody who is checking parts of the boat, I would like you to move yourself to the part of the boat you're checking and roll an investigation check for me.
Me?
Yeah, you too. Yeah, but that's
Right here, the captain's quarters.
right here, the captain's quarters.
Right here, the captain's quarters.
Ace, you found some beer.
Sweet. That's actually what I was looking for.
Yep, there's a little cask right there underneath the table. You can see it right here underneath the countertop. Jeez, goodness.
The mimic top.
Yeah. The whole boat. It's a mimic. The whole thing. Okay. Eska's got his hymns 11. And that should be everybody because Kurak is over there by Bavolk. All right. So yeah, Ace, you find alcohol, Thelaphora. There are papers of a sort. Yes, Coda. Yes, you can. That one though is going to require a lot more than just the 2,500 channel points. That's probably going to have to be something else because that's like paying for a party wipe. So he wants to redeem that trap, the mimic boat.
I'm not going on any boat. I'm just telling you, in the future, Ames is never going on a boat again. You're gonna have
Could
to
be a
just deal
mimic
with
carriage or a mimic tavern.
But now we're in trouble.
GG's.
I'm just gonna go and commit myself to the church. Ames is becoming a monk. I guess that'll be my multi-class, right?
You know, there is actually a church here that I think Ames would really like.
Is it the church of the? She's got junk in her hair and needs to have a shower because
It's
that's the church she's interested in.
the Cathedral of St. James.
Oh, sounds very Catholic.
Well, I mean, it's kind of. It's. Don't worry about it. We'll get to that eventually
Okay.
if you guys ever go there.
All right. Well, we're trying not to actually complete quests.
That's true.
I don't know if you've noticed or
I
not.
have noticed.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Thelifora, you find some papers. You're not sure if it's bad handwriting or another language, but you're not quite able to identify what's being said on most of the papers and scrolls.
Lost the ability to read.
What's that?
I've lost the ability to read.
Man, if you've seen some of the handwriting my students put out, you would understand. Okay? And if you were one of my students and you're still here, I mean it! So, and Eska, you find, as you're digging through, rifling through, you find 5 gold pieces in the nightstand next to the bed there. I'm not your real dad.
Wait, what did I find?
5 gold.
5 gold. Nice. Okay.
You better make sure you split that with the rest of the group.
Where's Ace? Ace!
Ace has a couple of bottles of beer.
That was said as P-stabs, by the way.
Yeah.
Ames is not on the boat.
Am I within earshot?
Oh, yeah. He's also walking
What?
towards you.
Yeah. Money.
I've got the bottle upended and it's just.
Hey, can I buy one of them off you?
I just
Take
do
make
the
a
bartender
constitution
slide
check.
down the edge of the whatever else I can find.
Yeah.
Bartender, pour
Constitution
me a
check.
drink.
Oh, no. Gio, you remember how the people died?
Oh,
Wait, not luck check.
Yeah.
Constitution check.
I do remember that, but I'm looking at papers.
Oh, constitution check, Ace. You are strong against poison, right?
I am.
All right, you get your advantage on that. Oh, jeez. All right.
Woo!
Oh my.
You can tell that this has been somebody has spiked these bottles of beer with some form of poison. It doesn't
Okay.
like it gives you a little gurgly to the tummy, and you might have like diarrhea later, but that's about it for you. It does not do any damage or anything of the sort, but you can tell something has been done to this alcohol, has doctored this alcohol before you got to it.
So as I am sliding the bottle over, I'm just gonna grab it and pull it back. Like, nope.
I was gonna give you the gold anyway, but why can't I have that?
It's gonna give you the gold anyway.
I'm pretty sure somebody peed in all these bottles.
Eska, roll a insight, and Ace, give me a deception.
That was
It's
not
even.
supposed to be an advantage.
Oh.
I think this is similar to an attack, so the advantage goes to Eska. He's not telling you everything. Also, you hear his stomach gurgle really weirdly.
Ace, did you pee in those bottles?
If I wasn't a dwarf, something really bad would happen to me right now.
Gross. Use your gold.
Ooh, gold!
I'm just gonna walk away. Now I'm walking toward who was in here with me? thought it was Thela
Yeah, it's Thelphora and the High Templar.
and the High Templar. Thela, right?
Yep.
Here's your gold that I found in that bedside table. He's pissing all the beer. I don't know what that's about.
What?
He's-
Oh,
I don't know, man. He's a weird guy.
How could he have done that so quickly?
Don't question dwarves
oh god.
and their magic.
No, he already had his pants off, but you pit fighters never cease to amaze me.
Thanks.
Oh.
Thanks.
Hey, where's that total?
He's. You might want to give him some space. He's mourning.
I have gold for him. That'll cheer him up. I'm sprinting outside.
Just jumping over the bar, slap ace as you go.
I have a 20-foot running jump, so right over these
Golly.
bodies.
Imagine if we get you the boots of striding and springing. Golly, Kerber, what do those do for jump? Isn't it like quadruple or triple your maximum jump?
Yep, it triples whatever the jump is that you are going to be making. It triples the distance that you can do. It also prevents you from reducing your speed value to below 30.
Yeah, so if we got those on you, Eska, you could have a standing 60-foot jump. Or a running 60-foot jump. Standing 30-foot jump.
Nice.
Just whooping.
That is wild.
Let's get to the top of this third-story building in a single bound. Like, Rabbit's got hops, man, but like that's even impressive for you.
Okay, so this is Nags asking Kontos or anyone else. Have you ever seen someone snap a coin? Like,
Yeah.
you hold it the right way and you snap and it makes that noise. Yeah, I'm doing that to Kurak from this ledge. I'm gonna go Kurak, then I'm gonna snap a gold piece at him.
Wait, where? Hold on, where are you?
I am here.
Oh, you're up there.
Yeah, and Yeah, you would have seen me do my 20-foot running jump past you.
Let's see. Okay, well,
Geo, the investigation doesn't unlock. You just know it's for sure locked.
Unlock it now.
I guess I'll catch the coin.
Okay. Nice catch.
Oh, I won't say anything. Just catch it.
How far of a running jump do I need?
For what?
To jump back over them 20 feet.
I think you need 10 feet.
10 feet? I have 5 feet to work with here. You know what? I'll just hop down and walk past them. That seems more.
It's like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah.
Like, I got 5 feet to work with. Yeah, but you need 10. Like, what do you want from me?
But I did stand there for that amount of time, contemplating whether I had enough space
Just
to jump
kinda
over him.
Backing
And then
up
just
and
calmly, just hopped down a little bit.
Yeah,
And walk
getting the
past
whole
him
Peter
instead.
Cottontail thing going on. Like, do I want to? Am I going to try this? No, I'm not going to do this.
It wasn't the right vibe, I don't think, for that kind of showing off of my skill set.
Yeah, Gio, you do find a key. We'll use that investigation check that you used to that you can't use to unlock.
Unlock the chest now.
Okay, so you put the key in there to unlock it?
Yep.
All right, and you don't check the chest at all before you do that?
Hope it's not a mimic.
Okay. Give me a dexterity save. Okay. You put the key in there and you turn it and you hear something. You hear a gear, and so you yank your hand away real quick, and a needle fires out. Right. It didn't fire out, but a needle like stabs out, and it would have stuck you right in the thumb. As you were turning the key. As you look at the chest, you see there's a switch off to the side that you probably could have found pretty easily. That you just push in, and it retracts the needle, and you can finish turning the lock to unlock the box.
Oh, nice. Heck yeah. Unlock the box. Now.
There's a secondary trap.
I'll take all of the trap. I don't care how many it takes.
I mean, you've taken 2 of them already. So you open the box, and so you open up the box, and there is a velvet formed carrying case with a black carved box square item sitting in the middle in a like I said, a form-fitting spot so they won't move. It's got carvings all over it. Glancing over it, you're able to see things such as skulls and other magical filigree that easily indicates a certain form of magic. And to the side of on one of the sides of the square item is an opening. On the left side of it, there's an opening where something looks like it should be pushed in there, but there is nothing pushed in there. And there are slots for. There are 3 depressions on the right side that are also form fit, that are I'd say about 6 inches long, inch and a half wide, and they're running all parallel down to where the box is.
Well, let me in. You'll want to see this.
He'll make his way over to you.
Wow.
I'll gesture. Ta-da!
All right. Yeah, I'd say that's what we came here for.
What is it?
I don't know.
And it looks like we're missing a few things here.
Wow.
There is definitely something missing from here.
You think it would be on the ship?
I think it'd likely be on the necromancer. If he's missing, I don't know that we're going to find this. But we can search the ship high and low and see if we can come across something. Don't touch anything in here. Let's shut this and relock it.
Okay.
Do you warn him of the trap before he shuts it?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna shut it.
Okay.
Because I'm probably closer, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure because
I'm sitting to the side of the chest like Vanna Whiting it, you know. Like,
hey, look at this.
necromancy.
Ta-da.
I'm keeping the key though. Heck you.
No, you're not. He's taking the key. In your guys' search of the room, I did mention earlier that you had found a small chest full of valuables. It's a chest with gold and some other precious gemstones and whatnot in there.
Yeah.
And so I'll give you totals on that, and you guys can take care of that later. Halimian has said that he's. So from a legal perspective, he has seized those goods, deemed that they are not required for the investigation, and used them to pay you as an employee, as an employee of a mercenary employed by the Templars.
Nice.
So,
Thank you.
okay. All right. What do we have going on next? What is everybody's plans here?
Ames is walking with the two ladies, right?
You are walking with Pam and Belle, and I can't put this off any longer.
That was a good
She
try.
is not letting it happen.
You need to, but Kontos, you need to read the DM and you need to tell me their last name, please.
Theirs or the
No,
individuals?
I gave you some suggestions.
Yeah.
Or you can make one up.
Whose last name?
It's a secret. Just wait.
I'm trying to think of what would be a suitable, proper last name for somebody of their position in a fantasy world. Because they're not nobility, so they wouldn't have like a noble's name.
No, exactly. That's why I looked up like pleb names, medieval last names. The first one I gave you just means manly.
All right, we'll go with that one. The first one.
All right, sounds good. Because why not? Okay,
Works.
so there was Q Ames with the two ladies, and there was these dead things, but they were not dead. They were re-dead, or we made them re-dead, but they were undead, and then we killed them again. And it was just not good. And then, before that, the lizard guy that I used to hang out with, Zook, I think you guys remember him. He's gone now. Just taken. Because, probably dead. Because blood magic. And then Ames looks around and goes, blood magic. Because she realizes she's probably talking a little bit loudly. And I have a really bad headache. And then I had a charm stuck in my hair. See right here? Where my hair is missing because it got cut out because they couldn't dissolve it for whatever reason, probably because we were in jail. And then, and it hurt. My head hurts. So I would like to know what kind of like conditioner or soft. I guess they don't have conditioner in this time, but what kind of things I can use on my hair to make this piece grow back, and also to make it softer. Because the bunny back there, Eska, he said that you guys might be able to suggest something because his ears are really, really, really soft. So I was wondering, I would like my hair to be softer if you have suggestions. And also, can you just, instead of taking me to the Fighters Guild, can you just take me to see Regis Mannering, please? Because I think that he could help me find Kieran Ellis, which is where I'm staying, and I think it would be better if I just stayed at my house in my room. And Ames said all that like while she's limping around, and they're probably not even, because she doesn't give them a chance to even really talk back. So then she finally breathes. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I'm a little injured. Oh.
Honey, it's okay. I understand. It's been a rough night. It's been a tough one. And every time, you have a bad fight and you look to kind of put your sorrows away on somebody else's chest. Um, and I'll help you find Regis, but I would say you should stay with us at the Fighters Guild tonight. And then we'll help you find Regis in the morning, and we'll even help you look for Kiernalis.
Oh, okay, I guess that'll do. I suppose. I want to lay down, but that bed in there, it had a tongue. And then the tongue did the thing.
Ooh.
Oh my god, what did they use to put this bandage on? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And Ames pulls off the bandage that's like on her shoulder and arm and holds it out and realizes that it is the most expensive blouse she has ever owned in her life, that she took a lot of care of to keep in her backpack. And it was crystal clean. It was beautiful, like so bright, vibrant white, and so frilly. And it's one of the ones that she uses for most of her disguises when she needs to dress up or when she's performing. Literally the most expensive thing she's ever owned, ever in her whole life. It is traveled from wherever she's from here in this backpack, and it is covered in blood and whatever else. What have they done? Of all the things in my bag, they used my best blouse, and I can't afford it. I can't afford to replace this blouse, and my
Ham's gonna hug you and just kind of pat your head.
Cut, and I don't have any money anymore because I owe it to the girl because I got fined because I went out to a murder house, but I didn't go into a murder house. Well, I mean, I didn't commit the murder, and I don't know who did, and Ames is having like literally the worst day of her life now, and she just collapses, just sobbing into her bloody shirt.
Yeah, like I said, Pam is hugging you and just kind of, pulling your head onto her shoulder and letting you cry it out and just making sure when you go limp, Pam is quite strong. She doesn't let you fall down. She holds on to you and kind of keeps carrying you, that they might be able to, and just lets you kind of get it out. Are you staying limp? Are you going to start walking again when you have?
No, she'll walk a little bit here, know, but she's still crying like heavily, like can't see, tears, because anything that she's ever cried about before is all in her brain. And so it's like however many years of like sorrows, and she says things like, and my parents even death warrant for me, and because I'm a heretic or something, because I wanted to be a bard, and I don't even know how I got to this city, and she's just everything and anything in piecemeal. None of it really makes a lot of sense, but she's every woe she's ever had ever in her life. Everything. And my brother one time, he cut my hair, and that's why I want to have it long all the time. All of it is just coming out as she's walking across the road or with these ladies to the Fighters Guild.
Yeah, so as you're walking, they're listening to you. They're giving you the nice little soft
girl stuff.
I guess cooing you, trying to make you feel better and let you know, hey, it's okay. Things are going to be all right. They tell you that they know somebody who can help with the hair, right? They, as you can see, they love to keep their hair looking nice. It's something that's important to them too, and so they can help you find somebody to help out with that. And they just kind of they talk with you and they walk you back to the Coliseum, to the big guild barracks, where they find a room where you're able to sleep, and they each will pull up chairs just outside the room, and they tell you that they'll stay there all night for you. You don't have anything to worry about. You just get some rest, and they'll be there. If you need anything, you just tell them, and they'll get you some water. They'll get you some clean clothes or whatever it is, and they'll bring some water for you to be able to kind of wash the viscera off. They tell you they'll take you to a bathhouse in the morning where you can get a proper good bath, and they'll pay for it because they know that you
don't have any money. Well, I have 7 gold.
Oh, they know that financials are rough at the moment, and there's just a lot going on. But you know what? They've got some money squirreled away. They're more than happy to take you out and give you a girls' day out. Take you to the bathhouse. Take you to, like I said, they have a gentleman they work with who takes care of their hair and provides them with hair care supplements. Who might be able to fix the chopped the chopped chunk at the front of your head. They'll do what they can to help you out.
Perfect. And Ames just goes to sleep then.
Okay.
And hopes this is the long rest. He sometimes has her fingers crossed because,
Yeah. I'll make a perception check.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
Please don't
I'm
have
kidding.
any more.
I'm kidding. I was going to tell you,
okay, wait,
the bed
Ames
starts to
doesn't
move
actually,
funny.
I want to be very clear here. She doesn't sleep in the bed.
Okay.
Not right away.
Okay.
Because she's a little bit leery of the bed because of the tongue thing. So she kind of collapses on the floor, like using her bag as a pillow. But eventually she'll go to the bed, but not right away.
Okay. Now, I don't want to freak Ames out, but did she get her bag back?
I would assume she did.
Well, so she was downstairs.
Yeah, but she would have, grabbed it, right? Like, I know they went through it. She would have grabbed it. I hope she grabbed it.
Well, that's the thing, because they picked you up and shoved you towards the door.
Oh, she might not have grabbed it. Oh, God damn it.
Ace
That's
still has
another
her
thing
bag.
that's another thing she's crying about then. So she's just laying on the floor a little bit.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure that we got that one squared.
Next time I'm gonna write this on my sheet. Reach for bag. Reach for bag at all times.
So before they let you go to bed on your own, what they do is they'll help you get undressed and they'll help you to clean your wounds and to properly bandage. They'll re-bandage your wounds, right? So it's not with your nice shirt, but they do want to make sure that you're bandaged. You've got cuts and scrapes and all sorts of painful hurts. You're going to have a pretty good-sized scar on your side. You're going to have a nice scar on your shoulder.
Nice.
So you're going to you've come out of this alive, but every time you went to 0 is going to be another major scar on your body.
Okay.
So what, 3?
Yep.
At least 3?
Well, yes, 3. 3 big ones. One on the shoulder, I guess. One would be on my side. Maybe I'll put one on her face. A small one on her forehead or something.
Okay. Because I remember 2 offhand where you went down. One was Bavel hit you with a great sword, and that's going to be a large.
But he didn't kill me, but yeah, he definitely hurt me.
Yeah.
Or he didn't have me down to 1 point. I've been 1 or less twice. But he got me down to 2 or 3.
Yeah, I thought Bavel
so
took
that
you
can
down.
Still...
And then Ace.
You think so?
Yeah, Ace picked you up and ran. And it almost got Ace killed, actually.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
And
Well, that's the one where you used the nat 20 on me to bring me back. That's the 2 that I remember going down. I thought you meant Balvolk at the very, very beginning. I've only been below, at 1 or 0 twice. I've been really low before.
Bavel brought you down to 0 because Thelaphora had to come and rescue you.
I ran away from Thelaphora, and he goes, "Why are you running away from the healer?"
No, at the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were down on the ground, and Thelaphora had to run up and rescue you.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
It's because you're unconscious.
No, I mean, I keep track
No,
of
I know.
these things,
I'm giving you a hard time. So, but we know for sure at least 2. I'm 99% sure that Bovolk was one of them, and then obviously the Mimic was one.
Okay.
So, but if there's obviously you get to pick if you get more scars, but those are ones that come with the territory being knocked to 0. So, okay. So you're resting, you're bandaged up, and you've started a long rest. Assuming nobody interrupts you, you'll be good. Okay, back to everybody else. What do we got going on here?
I was grabbing the bottles that I could find, shoving them into a chest, and taking that out.
Okay.
A chest bag didn't really matter. Whatever I thought would be easier to carry.
Just something.
I was
There's a
figuring
crate there.
chest.
There's a crate where
Yep.
you can put the bottles.
Crate. That was the word I was looking for. Crate, not chest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're able to find it.
I'll just shove them all in there, and any that don't fit, like if I completely fill the crate up, any that don't fit, I'll just pour out.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, you'll have to pour out 2 or 3, but you'll be able to get the rest of them. The rest of the unopened bottles, they're all sealed with a cork and a wax seal. You'll be able to get the rest of them into a crate that you can take with.
Cool.
Why are you taking all the bottles you peed in?
I'm writing it down as crate of dwarven alcohol.
Oh gosh. Okay. Anybody else have anything else that they're doing at the boat?
Somehow I would like 39 XP for something. Create something for me, please, so I can level like everybody else. I would like 39 XP for sleeping.
It's not like everybody. Not everyone leveled.
Yeah, you're right. It's gonna cost you 1 rock star.
Oh, but I'm in Canada.
You will never earn XP again until you send Kontos.
Oh,
1 rock
gosh.
star.
I'm so glad you're not the GM. Wow. We were supposed to be friends. I see how it is.
We're still friends.
Are we sure? I don't know. You gave me such a hard time. Now you tell me I have to bribe the GM?
I had to, and I lost all that XP.
Oh, yeah. Look what Panda did.
Everybody gets 50 XP from Panda.
Panda's earning himself some treats. I haven't figured out what those will be yet, but...
Okay, is there any reason that I have an extra 1 experience point for some reason?
I have an extra one as well. He gave us something with a 1 on it or something, or a 6.
Okay.
Or...
Yeah, I don't remember.
But who has the 2 1s now?
The 2 1s?
Yeah, somebody has 2 nat 1s.
2 nat 1s.
Oh, Nags has 1.
Oh, there was a second one redeemed there.
Yeah, it was a 20 for you.
Oh, yeah, but so I have 2 20s,
No.
but then somebody else did another one for Nags. Or did you already do his nat 1?
Nightmare gave us a nat 1 for Nags.
And then earlier tonight.
What? Who's
Right,
Nightmare?
yeah.
Why?
That's what you get for being mean to me. One was for Sergio, right?
yeah.
One was for Nags.
Nightmare.
I
got
get
nat
those
20
anyway.
still. Yeah.
Tramp Stamp and Nightmare both redeemed 1s on Nags. And then Panda redeemed a 20 on you, and it looks like Coda redeemed a 20 on you as well.
I got 2 20s coming up when I roll next.
I'm gonna search under this rug twice.
Yeah. Oh, you sure you want to do that?
It's a mimic rug. Roll for initiative. Like I like to search under the rug. Roll for initiative.
I did want to go back into this little, I don't know, closet,
Okay.
cabinet, and then search and get my nat 1 and have something fall on me, I assume.
Well, the search or rolling dice is when the GM says you need to roll dice. If there's nothing in there to find, there's no dice roll needed.
Yeah, you're helping a lot.
Oh, Coda wants us to get some mimic dust bunnies to bite you. And I gotta say, I kind of like this
Man,
idea.
I quit.
Oh,
Just kill me. All right.
everybody's trying, man.
Yeah. You might as well just give a 10,000 channel point redemption. Strike Nag's character with lightning.
No, it wouldn't be channel points. I wouldn't do channel points, but like if somebody paid me $150 to kill you, then yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, but like I'd do that.
Reward that
Do you
is-
split it with me?
In that case, probably.
Just make it so it's a reward that says Nag's character gets accused of blood magic.
I would like to search this area that I'm in.
Okay.
Not accused, convicted.
Convicted. No trial.
No trial.
I mean, they didn't have a trial for Zook in the first place, so I don't think why the second time would have a trial.
Yeah, that's fair. I can
And
see the concern.
In the interrogation, he specified that he didn't care.
True.
I don't care what you have to say. You're guilty.
I mean, he did say that. So that is true. Though it was less I don't care you're guilty and less I don't care because the lawbringers or the law speakers are the ones who are coming to get you and I can't do anything anyways. So you search through there and as you're kind of digging around, you feel like this gnarly pain right on the tips of your fingers. And as you yank your hand out, you have a mouse trap stuck on the end of your middle finger, and it is just killing.
Wow, unlucky.
Didn't even use one of his nat ones.
Just
That
terrible
happened
luck.
to me. That wasn't even a roll.
Ace saying -1 HP for mousetrap damage.
-1 to my max HP.
Yeah,
Oh,
permanent.
gosh.
Yeah,
Permanent -1. to
yeah,
my
permanent
HP.
-1 for that. Oh,
How did you
gosh.
just lose the finger.
Yeah, yep, it's poisoned actually with necrotic black dragon venom. They had quite a bit lying around, and that's why they were using it for mice. They had big mice, is what they were dealing
Is that
with.
what they put in the beer too? Because that didn't do anything to Ace.
Uh,
I don't think that's very fair. He got to make a con save.
sure, go ahead and make con save.
Oh my god! Oh boy, and that one.
Oh yeah, geez, that's terrible.
Oh shoot! Would you look at that?
No, you don't have to make a con save, Nags. Jiminy Christmas. I don't know. I don't. I'm not sure why everybody picks on you. I think it's hilarious, though.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for the cheers, Strudel. I appreciate that. Everybody gets a gold piece from Strudel. I don't know if that's what his bit meant, but he said 1 penny. So you all, well, I guess that'd be copper, but I'll give you a gold piece. Everybody gets 1 gold.
Yeah, I have to give it all away eventually. Woo!
Okay. All right. So what do we got going on the boat? We have found some sort of device. We've found money that High Templar Holemian has given to you guys as a reward that you'll have to count out later. We have found dwarven piss bottles that the dwarf has taken. And Kurak is still in mourning over Bavolk.
And at this point, Kurak, after a little while, after people are still kind of checking out the boat and everything, he'd make sure that someone out here, either a guard or whoever's around, basically just make sure that they watch Bob Volk's body. No one's to touch it. and he's gonna go into the boat and find a blanket or a collection of blankets, basically something to help move Bobolk's body. So
Okay.
That's what I was typing out. So Ace was grabbing the rug from the captain's quarters to bring to you specifically.
I thought you were just taking the rug. And I was like, Jiminy Christmas, dude. Like, I'm giving you a reward. This rug looks good. This rug would look great in my bachelor pad. Let's take this.
He needs something to wrap around his waist.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was going to use it to help, like, put all of the pieces of Bavok into it and assist Kurak in carrying his best friend to wherever he needs to go. Because, Mr. Turtleman, you had said before that you thought the guards may be compromised, so you might want to handle this yourself.
absolutely not trusting those guys with him again. Thank you.
And I will help you carry him and my crate of alcohol.
I love the visual I have is you guys having this body who's been chopped into pieces on a rug that you've stolen, and then a crate of beer on top of it, and each of you has one of the corners, two of the corners, and you're just kind of going through the street. A dwarf in a loincloth and nothing else, with a weapon strapped to him, and then
Amelia's backpack.
Yes, you've got Amelia's backpack. That's true. You aren't completely naked. You have a backpack on.
Right.
How modest.
If
I
you
can help
adjust those
carry-
straps, I'm telling. Wait, you're a dwarf. It's probably as big as you.
I can help carry Bavok, and might be easier just so that you can continue to carry your beer crate. Bavok will be level because me and Kurak are similar in height.
What about your money crate?
I mean, Ace can hold the money crate too.
And I mean, honestly, Kurak is not above asking the Templar or Captain of the Guard or just someone if there's like a wagon that we can borrow, or not a wagon, but like a cart or something, right? Like,
yeah, they can get
that
you a
would
cart
make it
if you
easier.
ask. They can get you a cart to put him in.
Like I said, he's not above that by any means, so he'll definitely ask.
Okay. Yeah, they can definitely get you a cart. That's not a problem. The guards that are here, they've all fought against many of the zombies as well as the snipers that were on Overwatch. And they are pretty bloodied and beat up, so they have a bit of a respect for you after seeing what you guys went through, and having gone through it a little bit themselves. So they're treating you guys with a good deal of respect, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll get something for you." And they go and they'll get you a cart that you can use for. It's just a hand cart, so one of you will have to pull it, but
Yeah, correct. Well,
so. Yes, but you guys will be able to load up all your stuff into the cart. What is your, it's getting on in pretty late into the evening at this point. You're probably pushing 10 or 11 o'clock at night. What is your plan now?
I'll continue to go with Kurak because I don't need sleep.
Okay.
where, I guess, you and I talked about where I wanted to bury Bobolk. Where is that? How far is that?
Let's, here we go. So, out here, on the lower left quadrant, outside of those gates, you'll see where Bovolk's X is. There is a clan of Pharaoh that live near here. And Bovolk has met them. We established at the very beginning that Bovolk had met them. And that he has decent relations with them. And so you, last time when you met with the guards, they said that they knew about that same Enclave, and that they would deliver him to them for proper burial services.
Okay. Honestly, at this point, even with it being late, if Thelaphora is coming along, Bavel or Kurak is going to go take care of this. Like he feels as though his friend's body has been defiled beyond imagination at this point, and it's time that he be laid to rest. So he's going to make this happen.
Okay. All right. Eska and Ace.
Mm-hmm.
What are you two doing?
Go gadget murder hobo.
Go gadget murder hobo. That was good. That was good, Care Bear. Thank you for the bits, man. Go gadget murder hobo. So Eska and Ace, what are you two doing?
I am going with him because I'm helping him carry the body.
So it's in the cart now, right? They got a hand cart. So
Yep.
he's pushing it. He's pulling it on his own. So if you don't need to be there at this point, is what I'm getting at.
Right.
Did we know Bavolk?
We did not.
No,
I didn't think
you
so.
guys. No, you
No,
wouldn't have met him.
He never
Bob
actually.
did go to the Pit Fighters Guild once
Oh, yeah.
to do a fight, so we probably saw him.
Yeah,
But we didn't meet him.
I mean,
no,
you.
Bavolk went there multiple times to fight, didn't he?
Yes, but he would have only ever been in amateur pits, and he was never against any actual pit fighters. He was in
Okay.
free for all open fights, right? That
Like, we would
were.
have just seen him.
Yeah, you
maybe
guys might
once
have
or
seen
twice.
him if you were.
Yeah.
It's like, so if you think of it this way, you guys would be considered like professional MMA fighters, and it's like if you decided that in Dothan, Oklahoma, there was this fight, and you're like, oh hey, we're 3 hours away, let's make a drive up there to watch these locals punch each other. You know what I mean? Because normally those open fights are just commoners that are trying to show off to girls or something and getting their teeth kicked in.
Yeah.
Do you
So
know
you
where the
get-
term pit fight actually comes from?
I don't actually.
So it was a form of entertainment for miners where they would dig waist-deep holes, and two guys would go down there, slip into the holes, so they were both waist-high together, with right next to each other, and they would just sit and pound on each other until someone went unconscious. So since you
Sounds
can't
healthy.
move around, you can't dodge, you basically just take it on the chin. And that was what was referred to as a, quote, pit fight.
I did not know that. I've always kind of equated it with gladiators, which is why the Pit Fighters Guild is called that and not the Gladiators Guild.
Yeah, well, that's like real world history, not fantasy world history.
Fair.
So in the fantasy world history, everybody tends to have pit fights be like one pit that everybody fights in, as opposed to
Actual little pits where people are stuck in.
Yeah. Which I like better. Just like you.
Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, then Eska and Ace. I mean, there is no relationship obligation with Bavolk.
Right. And the thing is, Kurak is not going. If you ask what I'm doing, or if you say you're coming, Kurak is not going to stop you. Kurak will tell you what he's doing. There's no secrecy here. It's just more. Everyone can tell clearly that for Kurak, this is an urgent matter. This is something that needs to happen. So
Ace is not saying a word. Aside from when he got the rug and was like, "Hey, let's use this." Didn't say a word. Put him in the cart. You guys walk. He's walking with you. He's pushing the cart. He will take the cart if you get tired, because Bob Oak was a massive, massive creature. So, but he's gonna help because you're depressed and your best friend died. So
That's fair.
he's less obligated to Bob Oak and more, we just had a fight together, and he wants to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I'm definitely telling Eska what I'm doing before I, just wander off.
Yeah. I would have, I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to follow.
Okay.
Less because of the obligation, more because, what happens if we get attacked again?
Fair.
Like,
All of a sudden, Bavok sits up in the cart.
yeah.
Not again!
Oh my gosh.
So that's what I'm waiting for.
That's fair.
Again, not to say that I don't feel bad for Kurak, but this is more of a protection detail for me than it is any sort of funeral rites.
Yeah, that's fair. It's going to take you guys at least 2 hours to cross the city. At least 2 hours to cross with the cart and everything. Even without people, the direction you'll need to be going is kind of like so. And then you'll go from there. So that's quite the distance that you'll need to go. Do I have a scale on this map?
Nope.
That's mucho distance is the proper term for that scale. But it's going to be, like I said, it's going to take you about 2 hours to get outside the gate. Eska's even smaller than he was.
I jumped on as a GM, and I'm just setting everybody's tokens to be smaller.
Yeah.
Because I figured on this specific
on this map, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. All right. So, when you wander out of town, there's obviously some guards at the gates that are, they move to stop you, ask you what you're doing.
I mean, I'll explain to them that we're headed to the Pharaoh grounds to bury one of their kind.
Okay. They'll pull back the rug and they'll see him and they're like, oh, geez, yeah. No, go ahead, and they'll wave you out. Now, did you ever go to the Pharaoh tribe here with Bavolk?
I imagine I would have.
Okay.
I think I remember one time when I went out there initially, just so you could see where it was.
Right.
I don't remember if there was others. But...
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So you'll at least have a general concept of the direction you need to go. But there is somebody paid for you to have perfect luck. So whatever path you choose to follow into these woods will lead you right to their camp, where you will see there's a couple of squat wooden huts with animal hides on the sides and little fires with smoke coming out of one of the central huts, coming out the top of it. Look like some sort of a fire. And as you get closer, as you start to kind of pull the cart into the village proper, as you pull the cart into the village proper, a large female pharaoh steps out of the main tent, and she kind of calls out to you, and welcomes you into the camp, and invites you to come join her for around the fire for the meal, and tell her what's brought you her way.
Okay. I will gladly accept the invitation, and I'll just explain that. Well, I guess I'll ask her if she knew Bavol, first of all.
She did, and she recognizes you as well. She doesn't remember your name, but she recognizes when you mention Balvolk. She remembers having seen you as well.
Okay. So I'll just without going into a lot of detail, I'll basically just explain that Bavok fell to very unfortunate circumstances, and following that, his body was defiled and was controlled by either necromancy or blood magic of some sort, and we're here to lay him to rest.
She has to see him.
I'll let her see him. That's fine.
No, you just have to take our word for it that we have a dead body.
When she gets over there and you guys pull back the rug, you can see there is emotion on her face and in her actions as she's, she reaches out and she kind of smooths the fur on his face, and some of the matted fur she straightens out and makes look a little more presentable. She ensures that his eyes are closed and a few of those things, and she seems very emotional about it, and very she seems more broken up than you would expect from somebody who didn't really know Bavolk, because she'd only ever met him a couple of times.
Right.
I just want to say that Ames would sing a song, but she's sleeping. So perhaps Kirk might ask her about it later one day, in private, one day, when he's thinking about it, because Ames does have a song.
No performances while you have open wounds.
Well, she's sleeping. You'd have to go wake her up, right? But yeah, no. But Amelia actually literally does have a song about what's happened so far. So whenever Kirk gets time, just keep that. I mean, out of character. If he wants it, she can sing it.
Okay,
sweet.
So do you guys have anything that you plan to do in this moment while she's just kind of... give me an insight check. Anybody who's there and is... anybody who's trying to understand what's going on. If Okay. Ironically, everybody except for Kurak.
That's,
well, he wasted his good
for the
rolls.
course.
No. Didn't somebody give you a 20?
Nope.
Kirk, no, he's not got a 20.
Eska's got a nat 1.
I mean, I could give Kirk
Oh, that's
one of my
true.
20s.
Yeah, Eska has a nat 1 on this one, so Eska's got nothing. Eska's like... Well, I guess it makes sense.
Dead?
What's that?
Are we sure he's even dead?
Look, he's moving. That's because she's touching him. Are you sure? Yeah, that's what happens. So I'm gonna use GM privilege, and I'm going to give your 19 to Kurak for this. You guys are able to. You see that she's treating him as a mother would a son, um, as a mother might treat a child who has been severely injured, who is sick, or something of that nature. She's treating him as she would. Uh, how you would imagine a loving mother would treat one of their children. What you do recall is Balvok talking about his religion as referring to a pair of sister goddesses, Bertha and Marge, as the Hungry Mothers, is what they were called, are called. And you can kind of put two and two together that you're likely talking to a priestess of one of the Hungry Mothers.
With that, I mean, I would ask her name and see if, see if I recognize her as one of those Hungry Mothers.
She tells you her name is Olga. And she tends the gardens here, is what she says. But before, let us share one last meal with our friend. And she motions for you guys to pull the cart up a little bit closer. And she heads into the hut. And you can hear things moving around in there as she is busying herself doing something.
Okay. Yeah, with whatever she's doing, I'll cooperate and offer to help where I can.
Okay. So you guys will bring the cart up, and as you're kind of situating the cart to make sure it doesn't roll off when you step away from it, she comes out and she's with another two young pharaoh in tow behind her. They're all carrying bowls of a stew, and she hands one to each of you. Takes one herself and provides one to Bavolk. And she has you guys sit down, and she'll sit down cross-legged and lean up against the cart. And she tells you a little bit about their burial rites and why it's important to share these meals with strangers. In the beginning, Bertha and Marge were just animals, as many believe all beast folk began at one point just as animals. And Bertha and Marge were no different. They began simply as boar folk. And in their lives, they gave birth to many piglets. And one particular year was hard on them, and all of their piglets died shortly after birth. And in their sadness, they wandered through the woods, having left what passes for a herd or a pack of wild animals. And it was just the two of them wandering in the wild. And as they wandered, they came across several small children who were lost and starving and suffering. And they provided them succor, as they were swollen with food for children, though they did not have their own children any longer. And in doing so, they were granted a spark of divinity, as was not uncommon in the before days, in the early days of existence, when divinity existed on its own as its own source. And as a result of that hospitality, the Pharaoh forever have been known to provide hospitality to any who ask it, to any enemy, to any friend, to any stranger who asks for hospitality. To a Pharaoh, it is a sacred duty to provide that hospitality. And so when they send off a family member, as they refer to each other always as brother, sister, father, mother, aunt, uncle, they are all one family. As they send a family member to live in the next life, they will always share at least one last meal with them, so that if they go into the next life, they have something to give to a stranger should they meet a stranger. And she tells you this as you guys are eating, and the stew is quite delicious. It's quite tasty. It has chunks of, ironically, chunks of bacon in it. It's got chunks of bacon and potatoes, and it's a thick stew. And it's, like I said, it's quite delicious. It's a simple fare. There's not a lot to it, but it is its own thing. It is the meal that she has, and she provides what she has for you. Do you guys have anything at this point?
Nope.
I mean, at this point, Kurak is just in tears, thinking back on his travels with Bavok, and just remembering all the times that never really understanding why he always seemed to get the loaf of bread that didn't have mold on it, or just got the meal that seemed to be slightly better than the other, and he's and it's all kind of coming together and making sense that it was all intentional. It wasn't just happenstance. It was all he knows now that it was all Bavok just living up to exactly what his people are all about. But honestly, Kurek doesn't really have many words to say, though.
She'll continue telling you other stories about her people and things that they've done. Some of them are heroic, some of them are tragic. She motions to the sword over your shoulder and asks if that is a pharaoh design. It looks like it may have been made by a pharaoh craftsman.
It is. This is Bavok's.
It is good that you kept it. In the next life, the pharaoh have no need for war. But we pass our weapons to our kin, that we might defend them even in death. It is good that you've kept that.
I hope to honor his name by keeping it.
She nods. She smiles. When everybody finishes their stew, she offers more stew. And she says that she wants you to eat until you're full. There's plenty to go around. Pharaoh always have more than they need.
Manja, manja.
What?
It's Italian. It's I was envisioning like an old
like bitty Italian grandma walking around the dinner table, just like slopping mashed potatoes on people's plates.
I'm full. No, you're not.
Right.
How are you gonna say you're full? You have more food on your plate. Yeah. Okay. That's that's fair. Okay. So
Sorry.
yeah. No. So it's all good. By the time you guys are done eating, she's done telling stories. It's well into the evening. It's you imagine it's very much past midnight into the early AM hours of the day, and you're very tired. And she offers you a place to stay for the evening before con save for HD everything. Man, go ahead and give me a con save then. She offers you a place to stay so that in the morning she can take you and Bavolk to the garden where he will be laid to rest.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
Ace, good.
I'll gladly accept her invitation.
Everybody else? Anybody else staying? Anybody else going?
I'll stay.
Well, apparently I'm not done eating, so
Ames is going to continue to sleep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll wait for Ace.
Okay, Ace, if you guys have ever seen an anime featuring Goku when he's eating and he's got those bowls of rice, those bowls of ramen, and he's just stacking them. He's got 15, then 20, then 100, right? That's kind of what Ace is doing here. He's a bottomless pit of for this food to go into, and he's eating. Well, let's see how many bowls he finishes at the end.
Ace man.
19. Finishes.
You were just poisoned like a couple hours ago.
To be fair, you don't know that he was poisoned.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. You just peed in some bottles. Okay.
And then
I
saved
retract
all the
that
bottles.
statement. And then saved.
Like, and I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's like 24 bottles in a crate, so like, he peed a lot. So, I mean, this is impressive, to be fair. Yeah, Coda, he rolled a 27 on his con save, so he got to go for days. Yeah, it's just food disposal. It just goes in, and he packs it in the legs. He's got hollow legs is what it is. Just packs them down there. She'll give you guys some beds. They are just a very simple affair. They are straw beds with a blanket tossed over them so it doesn't poke you as badly, and another blanket to go over top. She has you in the main hut where she was, and she'll have you guys lay down, and then she'll go lay down in her own space. But this main hut seems to be a communal hut for the most part. It's not just her, but there's probably another 8 or 9 pharaoh in here, all of them young. There are no other adults in this room. And you guys will have a very restful sleep as you sleep through the evening and into the morning. The beds, as uncomfortable as you imagine they might have been, are some of the most comfortable you've ever slept on. And they are some of the most peaceful nights you've had in many, many years. It's as if the cares and the worries are gone when you're sleeping. And Amelia has moved to the bed.
Amelia also feels an odd peace in her sleep.
Though hers is more because there's two very heavily armored ladies standing guard at her door
Right.
on her behalf.
Oh.
So. And drooling some. It's that scene where Anna wakes up in Frozen. Just.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So the next morning, when you guys wake up, she provides you with more food, and drinks, and gives you a little while to kind of get your bearings as you wake up and you go through your morning rituals. Some of the younger pharaoh want to interact with you and they ask you questions. Just mostly innocent questions like why is the dwarf not wearing any clothes? How did he eat that much food? The bunny, they ask if they can touch the rabbit man's ears. They ask why the elf has mushrooms growing off of him. And are you really a turtle? So just a lot of very childish questions. They're obviously young children, and this is very likely their first time interacting with people of your races, ever, really. Why does the mushroom have an elf growing out of it? That's also a fair statement. So unless you guys have anything to do in the morning, Olga will prepare a few things and then tell you she can take you to place Bavok in the garden. That you won't be able to bring the cart. There's no path, but that you can.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that Kurak would find all of the very childish, just innocent questions from the kids as like a more of a relaxation than anything. Like it would just be seeing all of the kids and just all of them experiencing all these new things would just be kind of a peaceful moment for him. But otherwise, I don't have anything to do.
I'll help carry Babel.
What was that?
I'll help carry Bavok since we can't have the cart.
Okay. Ace and Iska.
I'm just kind of going with the group at this point. I'll help if they need it, but Bavok is several times larger than I am.
I got a foot. I can carry the foot.
Yeah,
Probably.
Maybe.
That's fair. So they let you know that you guys don't need to go with them into the garden. That it's fine if you two want to stay behind. As it's it's easy for Olga to tell that you're here supporting these two, not necessarily because of a relationship with Bavok. And she says you can wait here. You don't need to come with. Some of the kids they want to wrestle, right? They really would like to wrestle the dwarf because they've never met a dwarf and they're not sure if you can move after 19 bowls of stew and an equivalent amount of eggs and bread in the morning. They're not sure how you exist as a complete individual without exploding yet. And so they're curious if they jump on you, if you'll pop. And so they do want to wrestle. And that's what your insight check will tell you. I mean, they don't say that, but like, it's pretty obvious. They're like, what do you think will happen if we jump on them? Because I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to see what happens here. So but it is, again, you are welcome to it. But she says that you don't need to come if you do not wish to. Because it's safe. There's no danger.
What do you want to do?
I will just sit and stay meditating unless Kurak wants us to go.
Just play with the kids.
All right.
Eska gonna play tag.
And now I'm going to
catch
wrestle a
me.
kid.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrestle a kid with my next nat 20 strength check.
You're just gonna body slam him through a wall.
Yeah, and just absolutely choke slam one of these children.
I love it. All right. So you make your way. She leads you into the forest, and the path that you walk has no. There is no path. There's no tamped down dirt. There is moss and greenery at every corner. And as she told you, she comes out here every so often to tend to the garden, as she calls it. But there is no pathway to speak of. And because I don't trust myself to be able to do this, to do it justice, I've tried to write something down, so I'll read this to you guys. But this is you should see this picture now of the grove as you're walking. This is where she's coming to. There's trees and there's light coming through an open space towards the back, and you can see moss and greenery on everything. And contrary to the loud and brash nature of the pharaoh you have met, the burial grove is quiet, peaceful, serene even. There are no headstones marking where pharaoh have been buried in the past, but Olga stops and speaks softly to the dead where they lie. Seeing you watch her, she smiles, an odd sight considering her long snout, and speaks. Some dead do not leave so soon. Some wish to stay. I come and speak to them each season, tell them the world around. Eventually, you have circled most of the grove with Bovolk in tow before Olga selects a spot and stops. She sits down cross-legged and prays to the hungry mothers before she begins digging. She uses no tools as she works scooping the dirt, handful after handful. Once she has finished making a shallow pit, she motions for you to lie Bovolk's body down within. As she lays his body to rest, she sits back into her cross-legged position, closes her eyes, and begins to chant. You don't recognize the language, but the emotion is true. She sings to Bovolk as a mother might soothe a scared child. She calls to him and tells him that his mothers await him. They wish for him to join them at their table, as his brothers and sisters have done before him. As the song lengthens, vines sprout from the ground beside Bovolk. They wind their way up and across his chest and legs, pulling him tightly. The vines continue sprouting until they cover him completely. Almost as soon as he is covered, Olga finishes her song. She breathes in deeply before opening her eyes. They glisten. I will sing to him for many nights until he is ready to return to his mothers. For now we will return. As you leave Bovolk's side, the wind will blow as a soft whisper through the trees, and for a moment you feel the embrace of a mother holding her child. Olga will lead you back to the camp. She says nothing unless you speak to her first. She allows you your silence. She has made sure to not allow you to put the greatsword into his tomb with him. As she explained the last night, it's an honor to Bovolk for you to carry his blade. And that a piece of him and a piece of his ancestors will be a part of that blade. And that the experience that you shared of being able to use it in the way you did is enough to indicate that he's given it to you and he has selected you as his family to carry on his family's legacy in the weapon. But she does caution you that the Pharaoh always seek hospitality, and that you should as well, if you're to honor Bavok.
I will.
When you come back to the camp, it is as loud and wild as you expect from a group of unsupervised boar children and an equally unrepentant bunny man with his naked dwarf friend. However, the dwarf is meditating off to the side, and the bunny man is beating the tar out of these children in a polite, kind way, but he's absolutely throttling them without hurting them. They come at him, and there is no play. There is only gladiator war, and he just tosses them. I mean, he's trained. He's a trained warrior. He tosses them in such a manner they haven't broken anything.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, they love it. No, the kids love it. And Olga smiles and laughs when she comes back and sees you with the kids. They are in love with this whole wrestling with the little man thing.
Well,
Excuse me.
I mean, at this point, Karak will thank all of them for their hospitality, and let them know that he'll be back at some point to visit and see how things are going with them. But we do have our friends that are. We have a friend that's waiting for us back in town that we likely need to get to. She might be a little bit confused what's going on. So we should probably be on our way.
Olga will hug each of you in turn and give you just a long, very big hug. Olga, just for clarity's sake, is almost 7 feet tall. She is a very big woman, and she's not at all petite. And you can feel like she's a strong lady when she picks you up and hugs you. Even pulls you off of the ground, J-Dog. Which is saying something considering the size of your turtle man.
Yes.
And she'll embrace each of you before she sends you on your way. You guys each can add 6 days of high quality rations to your list as she sends you with food. And when you mention having a friend, she grabs another bundle to send for Amelia. That will have 6 days of high quality rations.
And when I get my bag back, I can put it in there.
Okay.
Okay, and I think on this route back to the city, and then Ames waking up in the morning, I think this is where we're going to end it this week.
Okay.
And we will pick it up next week.
And I have everything back, all my health points.
You'll have all your health, depending on you on a long rest. So those of you who have leveled up, which I think is everybody, isn't it?
Yep. Because Panda
No.
gave us all XP, so I get to level up too. Woo!
I don't think.
I think Nags and Care Bear don't level.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he gave everybody 50 points. Did they not? Well, they're new.
Yeah.
They're higher level than us, so.
Are they?
Unless. No, we're not. I'm level 3.
Unless what? Stabs?
I didn't say unless.
That was
Oh.
me.
Nags.
Oh.
Unless you give us, what's the cutoff?
2700.
300 XP for today.
There's another 50 XP.
There's another 50.
Ooh.
Coda hooked you up with another 50. We
Hell
need
yeah.
250 to get you up to level 4.
249.
Can I redeem
actually.
for those two to get XP, but not the rest of us? If I put my points in
So you're saying you put your points in?
for those two to get 50.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, here I'll give some points.
Unfortunately, I don't think I
I mean,
can
it'll
do
help
that.
a little bit, but
Yeah. Get some one step closer.
we're not supposed to spend on ourselves or like screw each other over. But
Yeah. And I want to give everybody an extra 200 XP tonight for great roleplay.
Woo.
I feel like everybody did a phenomenal job of role playing well, and I feel like we have a pretty good grasp of these characters, and they mesh pretty well, except for where they don't. And I love where they don't mesh pretty well, because that made for some interesting conversation. So,
Absolutely.
So with your long rest, you guys are able to level up to your next level. If you have questions between now and next week, reach out to me. Let me know so we can cover that.
I will have a lot of questions. I'm gonna need help with my sheet,
Absolutely.
Contos, for what I want to do, or maybe one of the boys can help me after stream here. Just
Yeah,
to
we can take
give
care
me,
of it.
or you guys can just give me some guidelines on what it is I want to do. You're okay with what we talked about, right? Contos?
Yes.
Okay.
That. Yeah, I'm okay with that being the path. Let's see.
Add a trap.
Somebody added a trap.
Panda got 200 XPs. Go Panda, level up in your viewership.
Hey, who redeemed the trap? It doesn't say who redeemed it.
Coda.
I did.
Oh.
So that puts like 3 traps in my hopper.
Oh my gosh.
Lovely. And by lovely, I mean it better not be my bag again.
Oh man.
Level 4 is a nice level.
It- I forget what all happens at level 4.
I get a wild shape improvement, ability score increase.
The bag was a mimic all along. Oh gosh.
Oh my god, no! Panda!
But it's a mimic that has become your friend and is now
Well,
your
that's true.
ally.
So maybe it's only gonna hurt whoever's holding my bag if they happen to try and go through it. In which case, yay, Panda!
All right. Does anybody have a raid they would like to see us do tonight? Somebody within an appropriate range of our viewership, which is amazing because I get to draw from freaking 4 channels worth of people. I gotta say,
I
this is
do
awesome.
have a person.
Who you got?
They're
Kate
currently
Schustings?
playing Dungeons and Dragons. They are a friend of Just Beachy, who followed your stream recently. Who came
Yes,
from
she
my
did.
stream. They are currently live right now playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, we're gonna
Is
rate
it-
them.
Twixie?
Just Beachy.
No,
Oh wait,
Twix, Twixie time
Who's
we've
Twixie?
rated several times recently, so I don't
Oh.
want to rate him. We're gonna rate Cage Shoots Things. That is P Stab's friend.
Well, I don't know them very well. This is a friend of my friends.
Oh, okay, no worries.
But yeah,
So just real quick, thank you everybody for being out here tonight. Thank you for joining us. I do appreciate having everybody out here. It is always a ton of fun, and just want to give a quick shout out to my streamer people here that are with us. P Stabs, who is a Destiny streamer primarily. Nags RL, who is a Rocket League streamer primarily, and a Cade Bowman? Craig Bowman, who doesn't know
Craig
what a
Bowman.
bow is. Craig Bowman, who doesn't know what a bow is. And then JDog80890, who is a variety streamer like me. He also does the hardcore Minecrafts and stuff on the weekends, which is super fun to watch, especially when he gets killed by magmas. It's fantastic. And then Gio, who is a mod on my channel, and he's always here and he's always supporting us. So, and Care Bear. I can't forget Care Bear. Care Bear has been a big friend, a good friend of mine for a long time. Doesn't stream, rarely in chat, but he's a great guy. So, thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you P Stabs for getting all those shout outs for us. We are going to raid Cade Shoots Things. Tell him Kanto sent you, courtesy of Just Beachy and P Stabs.
Had already ran him away.
What's up, Tilt? How are you doing?
It was 1 year ago.
We're in intense story
There's been
mode.
no revolution against the Devil's Shroud since.